Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam!
Oh, the beam is lit. The beam is lit in more ways than one, especially now that we have official NBA basketball on the screen in the room with us. Welcome back in to the Sports Cave with Biggest Puma.
Real-time basketball?
A Tuesday? Is today Tuesday?
It is a Tuesday.
Dude, my days are so scrambled already. I got to get used to these longer.
These double shifts?
Yeah, I got to just learn to keep, my notes are all over the place because I hosted Andy Friday and Monday. I can't remember what we talked about here. We talked about.
You gotta get two different books, man.
Well, look, I'm on to the last 3 pages of this one, so I think we're about to potentially do a split. So I
feel like they're gonna go to your house and it's gonna be like 7, where you have like all the notebooks completely written out.
You're not far off. And the 8th one is my manifesto.
Yeah.
Oh, broadcasting once again live here on the north side of San Antonio. It is so good to be back. You should have turned the hat back around.
Oh, some days you don't feel like waking up.
Yeah, okay, there it is.
Freight train hit you.
Sometimes everything's just a little left up. It all sucks.
Yeah,
and you don't know why.
R.I.P. to Limp Bizkit's bassist
Sam Rivers. Dead at 48. Yeah, when you turn that hat around backwards, that's all I can see. I wouldn't be able to focus on the show. I would just want to.
It's too bright, man. I would it's too much of a glare.
I would just want to quote random Limp Bizkit lyrics,
which you and LG both knew quite a lot of them,
unashamedly.
Like I was like, how do you remember all those songs?
Because they were at the top of the TRL every single day back in that era.
Watched it, man.
MTV was playing them 3 times an hour.
I might have partaked in the devil's lettuce a little too much.
That's the crazy thing about Limp Bizkit.
So no, whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. No, wait.
They're doing halftime. They're doing the halftime show after the Chihuahua we just saw balancing on the basketball in Oklahoma City. Now the crazy thing is, my cousins, seniors in high school this year, apparently nu metal had a massive revival amongst that generation.
Oh, goth and
real big into Korn, Limp Bizkit.
The baggy clothes, man. The baggy
like we
clothes,
were saying last week.
They're bringing back who used to. Oh man, his style is. Man, that's lit. That's fire. That's fire.
I won't be worried until I heard Colin Cowherd say someone was cooked today, and it just about shot my wheels off.
I watched Saturday Night Live skit where it was 4 dude. It was 4 cast members.
Oh, with Sabrina Carpenter?
Yeah, acting like little kids, and they're like, "Oh, this is Unc over here. Look at Unc. Yeah, yeah, totally. That's cooked."
And those dudes are doing millions numbers.
They're richer than us.
Yeah, but alas, we keep our head down and plow through because while we're not getting Spurs basketball tonight, we are officially less than 24 hours. Well, right at 24 hours because it's a late tip. 8:30
ready to plow
tomorrow night. One day till Spurs opening night.
Till Shaolin himself comes out.
Yeah, as he trained with Ra's al Ghul all summer. That also means we're going to need a new countdown come Thursday night's episode.
Oh, I'm going to have to say countdown.
What?
Just throwing it out there.
All idea is a good idea.
Does UTNA play?
They do. That's a good countdown. That'll be like Thanksgiving weekend. That's usually.
I would say Bedlam, but
used to do it on the Friday night, but I think they do it Saturday now for TV purposes.
And OK stays cooked.
Yes, yeah. As Colin Cowherd would say, I think I do have some Oklahoma State footage for you in the lightning round tonight.
Oh, nice!
Because the student section continues to impress with their levels of creativity.
Yeah, dude, people are copying us. I saw other teams doing the shirt off helicopter.
It's a good bit.
P.D. Pablo.
P.D. Pablo style, that's right.
Hey, we're going to see P.D. Pablo, Pistol Pete.
That's a
PP.
That's a great crossover.
Are you PPing right now?
Someone needs to. I don't think.
I'm up here PPing.
I think we might have just lost FCC clearance.
Come on now.
I guarantee you PD Pablo and Limp Bizkit were next to each other on the Hot 100 Billboard charts at one time.
That was definitely.
It's from that same era. No, I had written down obvious first one that comes to mind because I like to do them. If we're sitting here, Thanksgiving, like Texas A&M would end up. That's basically a month away.
Yeah.
I wrote down Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
What
about playoffs?
Start of the NFL playoffs.
Yeah.
I also wrote down World Cup, but that's not till all the way next summer. And I feel like we need to get one potentially.
Wasn't that threatened to be not happening?
The FIFA's got too much money. They've got too much money tied into it.
We gave him a trophy. Come on, man. Let it happen in the U.S.
They've tried to appease every chance they get. So Thanksgiving might be a little too close, but the Super Bowl might be too far away. I can't think of anything.
Oh, the inaugural NBA play-in championship.
Yeah. Oh. I'm writing that down. That might be. It's what is it? It's the Emirates Cup now. I believe.
Emirates Cup, really? Emirates.
I believe is who we sold that to. The Emirates.
Emirates.
NBA
if you want to
Cup.
buy a section on this show, we are up to the task.
Yeah, we'll overlook the bone saws if you want to sponsor. Okay, yeah, fair.
And I lost FCC. Come on now.
yeah, exactly. The magical doings of the drops that you are hearing, of course, means we have a solid connection with LG. LG, tell the good people how they can help support the program.
Yo, hit that subscribe button. That will help support the program. And you can jump in the super chat as well. There's a bunch of people in there already.
Greg, James, Charlie, what's up?
Yeah, what's up, my peeps? You can become a member also, like Greg. Greg's officially a member. He can do like custom emojis and stuff. Throw like Cowboys stars in the chat.
Hell yeah, Greg.
Flex on him, Greg. Flex on him.
Yeah. So if you want to do that, you can sign up for a membership, or you can just throw in a super chat if you want your chat to pop up on the screen there.
Yeah, and we will. We've tried to make a better habit of getting to those super chats before you've got. That's your responsibility. Okay,
I'm right on top of that, Rose.
Right before the lightning round, we usually round up the super chats that we have and answer them accordingly, unless they are on topic of whatever we're talking about. So.
That's my discretion.
And also, as LG says, subbies are absolutely free on YouTube, and they help us out a whole lot. The memberships are a different deal. We appreciate those as well. But if you can't put any money towards the program, you can, at the least, give us a subscription because that does go a long way.
And share it on your face. Your book face.
That's I don't know why I've never thought to literally say just
share
and also tell people about it.
Yeah.
Like also give us some guerrilla marketing tactics.
Hey man, I kind of think I might if I can clean out my Facebook so I don't get doxxed or anything like that, I might turn it to public.
That's a dangerous slope.
That is dangerous.
That
is 12 years of not giving an F.
I have my Facebook so locked down from. But
on Instagram, you could always. That's public, and I do shortcuts of all the funniest stuff on the show. The Captain's Chair 2.0.
There's been some good ones lately too. Yeah. If you did miss, as I said there at the beginning, if you did miss
Greg flexing on him.
Last couple days over on Ticket, was back filling in for Andy last Friday and yesterday. So if you missed those, go listen to those podcasts as well after you listen to this because that will help make me look good. And also I'm going to be with Andy every Tuesday and Thursday as well. So I'll do the show with him 4 to 7. What? Then come here and we'll do the show 8 to 10. So you get 5 hours.
So they permanently put you on that spot.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
I told them we've got.
Can I borrow some gas money?
Look at all this content we have that I need to promote with your airwaves. So what can we do about that? So yeah, I am back with Andy Tuesdays and Thursdays. Couldn't be more excited about that. Just being back involved with Ticket is. Pretty exciting to begin with, but also get to be back with Andy is always fun. Make sure he doesn't talk too much golf unsolicited. Of course,
especially when the season's over.
Right, exactly. Oh, dude, he's got hot DP Tour opinions right now.
The Corn Ferry Tour is heating up right now.
That was a pretty good final. Or at least that's what he told me.
I don't know.
No, it's a Tuesday night episode, so of course we got a lot to recap from the weekend. We got Cal Notes, a Cowboys Victory Tuesday edition. We've got we're going to start. We started it last week. Going to continue it this week because I remembered we're doing Spurs Notes as well now. Very generic titles, but working titles. So
Spurs.
if you have any better ideas, shoot them my way. Throw it in a super chat. And then, of course, main seggy, we got NFL Week 7 to recap, as well as our picks. Both of us had really, really, really good weeks.
Yeah.
Both of us barely, well,
Spontaneous Spurs recap. I'm still thinking on it.
we were, okay, keep rolling. Again, no idea is a bad idea. Both of us had good weeks, and both of us barely missed out on perfect weeks. So we'll get to that in the main seggy as well. And then, of course, lightning round to close it out. But as is customary on Tuesday nights, start with a little weekend recap. And we're going to have to start mixing in some sports here because there's just too much to get to.
Yeah,
There's just...
I wish I did not send LG the pictures. My weekend recap is it's my favorite time of the year. I don't partake in the tradition of dressing up. I feel my look is authentic enough.
What are we dressing up for?
Halloween.
Oh, duh. Okay. I don't do the scary holidays. I don't do scary movies.
Oh, you scary?
If you're scared, I heard this verbatim as a kid. Oh, you want to be scared? You should go read the book of Revelation. You want to be scared. You want to be scared about something.
Go read the Bible.
Yeah.
Oh no. Like so we gotta collect some money to put him through what's the Nightmare on Grayson.
Not doing it.
And we'll get some picture.
Not doing it.
Let's do it.
1,000 subbies.
Let's do it.
1,000 subbies in the
Man,
next 10 days.
We got a lot of work to do.
That's the only way it's happening. I absolutely do not mess with the haunted house scene whatsoever.
But the other one, my favorite part of it is going around to all the local establishments and seeing the theme nights these bartender friends of mine come up with.
Oh, I see the angle now. Yes, I see the angle
The nurses.
now. Yeah, sure.
Slutty nurses.
Yeah. Maybe some...
They're very creative.
Yeah, maybe some flight attendants.
A lot of electrical tape.
Yeah.
As I'm learning electrical tape is like the thing right now.
That's the go-to. That's the...
I had someone wearing the Kim Kardashian pubic hair panties.
Oh, God, those are ridiculous. When
I was like... Are you full bushing me right now?
When the roommate sent that to me, I thought it was AI slop. I thought it was something.
No, they're out of stock. They're on back order.
That doesn't surprise me, and I guarantee you, there's been more male purchases probably than female. I just don't understand. I don't need to try to understand, but yeah, that makes absolutely zero sense to me.
You can grow your own.
1,000 subbies by Halloween, and I'll go to a haunted house and you'll dress in electrical tape based costume, and we'll see.
Cut out some nipples and just put like electrical tapes on it.
You'll look like old Marv Albert when he got busted with the prostitute in the hotel room.
No one wants to see these pepperonis, man.
Full gimp gear. No, weekend recap. We had
enjoy those visuals, Sportscape.
Yeah, exactly. That's that's a perfect lead-in to the actual content of the show. Oh, I almost forgot. National Day today.
Oh,
most of these are pretty throwaway. Obviously, that's why we do them as a bit. This one was actually kind of cool when I realized what it was today. So, 1989. Back to the Future 2 was released.
I saw, yeah.
The date they traveled to is October 21st.
It's National Marty McFly Day.
But it's 2015. So back in, as a kid watching that movie, they traveled to the time that we're in, but 10 years ago on this day.
And they gave us a non-hovering hoverboard.
Yeah, and shoes that don't automatically close.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be...
I thought that was going to be a thing. We did get 3D signage.
I feel like Travis Scott did a custom pair of those that sold for $800 or something that laced themselves up like that.
Shoes go for like $3,000.
Yeah, that might have been
probably $3,000.
That might have been an undersell on what those did. But no, Made sure we had to get that one. It's also National Apple Day. There's your throwaway National Day. Like, not Apple the company, literally.
Yeah. I don't think they need a day. I think every day is their day because we're relying on it.
Who's complaining? Like, who is out there? What major lobbying
When's
firm?
the actual orange day?
Yeah, exactly.
Is this trading places?
Wait.
Concentrated orange juice is going through the roof.
Again, some of these, I just wonder how they actually came to be. No, weekend recap. I had to do the delicate dance again. This is the final. Steph has traveled like 6 of the last 8 weeks, as we've documented on this show. This is her final big trip of the busy part of the season, traveling up to corporate headquarters up in the Midwest in Chicago.
She didn't fly out today, did she?
So she flew out Sunday. No, they had the outage today at the airport.
I was about to say everything was shut down.
Yeah, she flew out Sunday morning, gets back Wednesday. How do we have that as a drop? But
he's a wizard back there,
it's
man.
Spectacular. No, it's so good to have a true professional running the ship here. Sunday morning, usually there's no issue with the early morning flight on Sundays because, as we've documented in great length, most of these Euro Sunday morning games are absolute Cam Newton ass matchups. I mean, that's where you're getting your, basically like Panthers-Jets from last week should have been an England game.
Less than 100 yards total for the Jets.
Not good. But this weekend was a little different. I was dropping her off right at like 8:15. And normally
it was a horrible game.
But I didn't know it was going to be. It was a great matchup. It was a game we had picked. Yeah. It was Rams-Jags, both 2 lost teams going up against each other.
And it's supposed to be Jags, home. That's
right,
a home
with
game for them.
Shahid Khan, their owner, also owning Fulham over there. Yeah, it was the first Euro game I was actually going to tune into. Yeah. I was going to be awake, dropping her off at the airport. We get to the airport, and it's like, for the first time in a long time, it was literally like, here's your bags, got to go. Gone. Yeah. She's just like, what the hell? Like, what is your rush?
Are you going to stop? And it's like, just roll out.
I'll slow down, just tuck and roll. Yeah. Tuck and roll. Because I was actually and then, as you said, we'll get into it. Turned out to not be worth the trouble I went through to try to rush home to catch the kickoff.
Seems like they were having trouble on that field. Like that turf was just, maybe the grass was too long.
Yeah,
it's made for the pitch.
Yeah, it kind of feels like
the pitch.
It's like the reason a bunch of the NFL stadiums are rolling in new grass for the World Cup games and not using it. Feels like someone way smarter, someone way more educated in grass could probably tell you why that is.
Horticultural.
Yes, we should get my pops on here to break down the different types of grass and what they're used for. He's a horticulture aficionado, but I say we're going to have to squeeze some sports in here because there's just no room for any other place to wiggle it in.
We got a request Stars are on the milk carton, says one Royce.
Yeah.
How are the Stars doing?
Well, okay.
It was a hot start. I thought we were going undefeated, right?
We'll add that into the weekend recap. So since I did my little jokes about going 82-0 and then hey, screw that, let's
have
go.
They lost ever since?
Might as well go 98-0 and just sweep the playoffs. Yeah, they haven't won a game since. Yeah, they have not, Cap. They absolutely have not. No. And it hasn't been pretty. I'm talking like 5-2, 5-3 blowout.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Oh no! Yeah. We suck again.
We do. And I believe we're actually losing 2-0 right now at the end of the first. It's not good.
Is that one guy still out that got wrecked?
Jamie Benn, the captain, who had a collapsed lung. Or Matt Duchene, who got the hit. Yeah.
Wait, there's 2 people that got
Yeah, they're both out. They're both still out. Yeah, unless Duchene was. I don't think Duchene was activated for tonight's game. But it looks like they probably could have used him because
the Stars have a sniper on them, man. Like something.
Look, it's early season hockey.
It's early. It's
like
real time hockey.
You start
old time hockey
3-0, and then you go 0-3. Let's let the chips fall where they may. I don't think there's a lot to take away. They were they were probably lucky to get the 3-0 start to begin with. So I'm trying not to be ultimate doomsday scenario, but yeah.
It's the first 6 games, man.
Exactly.
Well, 7 games.
6.
You're about to go under 500.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, no, this is game 6.
This would be Also, you could keep that faith.
Yeah. Well, all they'd need to do now is get a tie in game 7, and they'd have the same record as the Cowgirls. Hey.
As a Limp Bizkit, you gotta have faith.
Oh God.
Here we go.
From the award-winning album, something hot dog water, chocolate starfish, and
No, that was no,
that was Faith.
Chocolate starfish and hot dog water.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Faith. We might have to have a Limp Bizkit.
LG would know this one. What was the
come.
first? Because I thought that was their second album. The first album had the graffiti art on it because everybody had the CD flip book.
God dang, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, I believe.
Chat, can you get it before Puma?
No, I believe you might be right, unfortunately.
right?
And you're giving me hell for my Limp Bizkit knowledge, and you're sitting here correcting me.
I used to work at Sam Goody at Rolling Oak.
That's your
Rolling
excuse?
Oaks. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was when Chocolate Fish hot dog water.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
Also, it's hilarious. That's a George Michael cover to begin with. No, we got to.
The Ultimate Man's Man.
That's correct. Nothing.
That man, he can sing.
Full alpha right there.
Full alpha.
That man.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
That's correct.
No beta cuck there.
How many times has Aaron Judge had 10 strikeouts in a game?
Never.
Never.
Yeah,
Never.
Wait a minute. Who got 10 strikeouts? What are you talking about?
Mr. Ohtani, Friday night, 10 strikeouts as pitcher.
Oh.
3 home runs to put the Brewers away and end that series.
I thought you meant.
I know you did.
Okay,
I know.
you set me up.
I had to shoot your wheels off because I knew you weren't going to want to talk about the greatness that is Ohtani.
What, a team that's down 0-3 that just mailed it in already?
A team that hit 118 in that entire series, the lowest batting average in any baseball series ever in a sport that goes back to the Civil War.
I love the meme where it was like, I loved how the team picked up 7 just all-star starters and all of them were injured and then came back after the all-star break, so they threw less than 100 innings and fresh.
Not a bad strategy.
Not a bad strategy.
If you can just figure out a way to turn it on when you need to. Normally that doesn't work.
You know who's on the Yankees radar? And give me a minute. I'm playing.
I was about to say, we have no time for that.
Kubel.
Oh, yeah.
Scooble.
Yeah, Scooble's on everybody. Again, and this is where...
It's either going to be the Dodgers, the Red Sox, the Giants,
or the Yankees.
Or
the Giants, yeah.
Or
fair.
the Mets. I meant the Mets,
yeah,
too.
Mets, too. But, I mean, that's it, though. And that's where, like, all of this hostility toward the Dodgers for being the new evil empire and just buying every person. But also, if the Tigers don't pay Scooble what the market dictates, that's on the Tigers owner, not on whoever. Sure, it wouldn't surprise me one bit.
$400 million.
Also, wouldn't surprise me if Kyle Tucker ends up on Tucker and Scooble on the Dodgers next year.
I have a deep
or
dive
on the
of
Yankees.
A wish list of
Yankees free agent.
There's one coming over from Japan.
Yes.
I'm gonna butcher that name. I gotta really pronounce.
And he's probably automatically
phonetically say it.
Gonna want to go to and let some other announcer risk his career first. Just say it fast. like Gronk with Egbuka. Just say it fast.
I say it with all respect.
I just blame the owners of all, even the Red Sox. They didn't want to give the money to Mookie Betts, so they trade him. You're the Red Sox. Don't complain about the Dodgers getting Mookie when one of the richest owners, one of the richest teams, one of the biggest heritage brands in baseball doesn't give an MVP the contract extension that the market dictates.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Well,
it's just easy to make the Dodgers the bad guy when it's.
The Dodgers 4-0, they look like they're going to be world champs again. But let's go ahead and talk about the real series.
Seattle, Toronto.
And that damn Springer.
So
God, that guy's clutch, dude.
You mentioned the Dodgers.
It kills me.
I agree. I mean, it feels like Dodgers in 5.
Yeah.
Probably. But I read this stat earlier. 4 times in baseball history, the league championship series, one of them has been a sweep, and the other one has been a 7-game series.
Oh, okay.
That's happened 4 times. This will be the 5th time now.
That's a deep dive right there.
The other 4 times,
Yeah.
the team that played the 7-game series won the World Series.
They're fresh. They got the momentum.
See?
Oh,
I
he
knew.
believes in momentum.
No, I don't. But I
Yeah,
was giving
mic
you.
drop at that.
I was giving you that. I was giving you that
momentum.
ammunition.
I don't know why I went Italian with it.
There is some level of. I just want to see. I want to see at least 6 games.
Yeah,
I pray for 7, but just not a gentleman's sweep or worse.
I love seeing 8th inning homers to go ahead. You know.
Yeah, Andy was talking. We talked about it a lot on the show today out at Ticket, and Andy was saying, he even was texting me last night as he was watching it live. Why did you not put Springer on there?
I have no idea.
First base is open.
Yeah.
You need 2 outs.
And Vlad's not behind him.
No, Vlad's third.
Yeah.
It was the Luke's or Lucas, however you say his name. That their 2-hole hitter.
Yeah.
When he was texting me that last night, it was like,
yeah, because you have 1 out and you're like, yo, you might want to go for the double play.
You've got a 2-run lead too.
Even if you give up a fly ball, you're only giving up 1 run.
What's the difference between giving up a 3-run homer versus a grand slam if Vladdy does get up?
It's what was it? It was the top? No, it was the bottom of the 7th. So you only need 2 more innings,
right?
So
3-1 at the time.
So make it 3-2 at the worst,
right? Or even
like one of the most clutch hitters in playoff history. Go at bat.
So I saw his stats. If you just took Springer's playoff stats and extrapolated them out as a 162-game regular season,
they're ridiculous.
It's 48, 49 home runs.
Yeah.
It's just.
And he's like batting, like 380 or something.
On-base percentage is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, just an absolute
He's
stud.
like the old Carlos Beltran. Whenever,
That's a good comp. Yeah.
When I used to like the Astros.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Beltran was a difference maker in multiple pennant chases.
Like over 500 hitter, always clutch. He just showed up, man. He was like Jeter-esque.
Yeah. It's so funny because Springer, it feels like somehow when you think about all the players that the Astros have let walk, obviously Correa is probably the first one you think of.
But what has he
Bregman.
Really done? He hasn't done anything.
Yeah,
for the
but when he
Minnesota
walked,
Twins.
it was such a big deal. It was like, oh, they're not paying Correa.
Because he was the loudest one during the whole, banging the
scandal.
Trash can.
Yeah,
the cheating scandal. He was the loudest one
for sure.
Altuve didn't have a buzzer. Blah 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 blah.
He was honestly about the only one that was willing to get in front of a camera and defend them, defend themselves. Yeah, at times it might not have looked. It might not have been the best optics.
Okay,
but
so he came back on.
It feels like Springer, like if you're going down the list, Correa, Bregman, Tucker.
Yeah.
Springer's kind of the forgotten man.
Throw Garrett Cole out there.
Yeah, Garrett Cole to y'all. That's right.
Verlander.
Yeah.
But even though they got it back from the Mets.
And then
which
lost
is
him
wild
again.
to me. I'm like, how's the Mets going to give him all that money just to trade him back to him the same season?
Yeah. Baseball's a funny finance at some point.
Man.
Yeah.
It's a fickle sport.
It just feels like Springer had some, injury-plagued seasons in Toronto before, since he's left Houston and honestly, Toronto hadn't been able to give him the platform to have a moment like that because they hadn't been.
Brian Cashman, he's been trying to do the Astros thing where we go homegrown, and we've done that for the most part. But Springer and Vlad Jr. are Yankee killers. Like, we're going to have to spend money to get the bats that we know are going to show up. We can't rely on Michael. His name is Michael. We can't do anything
even
like
how
that.
old is Stanton now?
I mean, he's 35, 36, but we have 3 more years on him, I think. But that in that division, Toronto, we're definitely, if we see him in the playoffs, they scare me. We should have, I can't remember, it was like 12 to 15 games we should have won through the season that we just absolutely gave up everything in the bullpen.
Well, we had the stat with y'all's like record with playoffs included was like 11-5 against them or something like that. 11-6 this year.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very one-sided. LG, do you have that clip? It's real quick. Last night, as the Mariners were doing their post-game interviews in the locker room, it clearly was an emotional scene, an emotional locker room with the way they
Toronto or LA?
Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah, there was the Seattle beat reporters in with the Mariners trying to get some quotes. And this is, at first, it was hypothesized that it was Cal Raleigh that you'll hear in the background here. But I think it's been confirmed it was J-Rod. It was Julio after striking out to end the game. This is what the Mariners locker room sounded like last night.
Having gone as further than any other team in franchise history.
Legacy is...
So
that man died a little bit right there.
Pause it real quick. So the question, it doesn't get the full question. The guy asked him, what's the mood amongst the guys? Like a bad question. Like, what do you want him to say? Like,
water's wet.
Yeah, it's almost one of those where it's like,
you want Marshawn Lynch, I'm just here not to get fined.
Or what you really want is someone like Tony Romo that says, hey, if this is the worst thing that ever happens to me, my life is pretty great. I'm going to be sitting on a beach this time next week. Like, you want to, it's kind of a gotcha question where you're hoping to get something.
I thought that was a horrible response. That's
not what terrible.
A winner. Yeah,
that's a terrible response. But that's what the media member wants, is because then he can write his story about how Tony Romo doesn't actually care about winning, which is probably true if you say that out
Derek
loud.
Jeter, every time he lost, he's like, I hate losing. Like, we're going to run it back. I hate losing.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you want me to say?
Rack that up one more time, because it sounds like, LG, what's the name of the famous scream that is used in every...
yes, I read about
It's like the Wilhelm.
The Wilhelm.
Wilhelm.
The Wilhelm
Yeah, there you
scream,
go.
yeah.
That's the video sounds fake. Like it sounds like someone's playing a draw.
Any other team in franchise history.
Yeah. The Wilhelm scream, which is now like famously known for the Star Wars scream.
Right. Like that was the first thing I thought of whenever I heard that last night. And I thought Brian Woo's answer was perfect too. Like that. Like, what do you think? That? Like, that's how we feel. That's our, like.
Did you see the LA celebration?
Educate me.
The reporter getting doused with all the champagne.
Oh, yes. Didn't figure we needed video of that one.
So roll it, LG.
I was about to say, that's spectacular. Is that Wilhelm?
That's the Wilhelm scream.
Okay, closer than I even realized. Little higher pitch.
Yeah.
Definitely sounds like more of a actual, like not
Death.
An angry, scared scream, not a angry scream. Well, that was Wilhelm again, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I'm trying to, because it's not far off from each other.
Yeah.
That sounds like.
I think that was an excited
Randy
scream.
Watson.
That was an excited scream.
Yeah, that's what that sounded like.
That is my old face.
I don't know how I transitioned from that. Game 1 of the World Series, Friday night. So prepare.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we need a montage of all of these together now, just to have on rotator.
Oh, man.
Anytime someone needs to scream. We could also probably find a Fred Durst scream in there to add to the rotation, too. Elsewhere, weekend recap. I ended up breaking my rule, and I'll talk about it more in Cal Notes, but I broke my Cowboys viewing rule and watched the first half in public at a establishment that serves beverages of different varieties.
So,
my buddy,
it was a good first half for you.
Oh, it was great, but when they got that safety on the second possession, buddy, I was ready to tell everyone at the table, close tabs, I'm going home. We're done. We're done here. No, let's do some Spurs notes before we jump into the main football portion of the episode tonight. As we were in last Thursday, we were talking about the potential of a Jeremy Sohan extension. The deadline was yesterday. Did see some guys across the league. Dyson Daniels, probably the biggest name, runner-up last year, Defensive Player of the Year. He'll probably be third again this year now that if Wemby can stay healthy for a full season. He gets extended for 4 years, $100 million. And I think when we were in here Thursday, we were talking about like that 18 mil number for Sohan. Didn't get done one way or another. So Jeremy will become a restricted free agent after this season ends. But it got me to thinking about, what exactly.
I think it's the injuries. Like, he's just, if he can sit there and throw us a full season or at least, 75 games, that he can play, I can consider giving you maybe 20 mil,
I think that's where, it's also when you see, kind of like we were talking about, again on Thursday as we were kind of previewing the season and what we expect or what we want to see, all the parts they have now, you can see clearly. Obviously, Wemby's the foundational piece that everything's built around. Steph Castle is we've already seen how that complements and works together. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Dylan Harper, you spent the number 2 pick on. What we've seen in preseason looks like that's going to fit, no issues.
Sign him.
Obviously, the De'Aaron Fox trade and extension tells me, those are your 4 pieces that aren't going anywhere. Mm-hmm. It's that next level of guy, which I think Jeremy is right at the top of that list. That's your Vassell's, your Sohan, your Keldon Johnson, even Harrison Barnes from a veteran's perspective.
But we only signed him to a 2-year deal.
Right, and it's
not this is last year.
You got to think about, I think when you're talking about Harrison, you're talking about 2 to 3 years. When you're talking about Sohan, you're talking about, 5 to 7 if you're going to invest and keep him around. So I don't think there's any harm in seeing exactly how this season plays out. And like you said, if he can stay healthy. Mm-hmm. And there is precedent. It's not doom and gloom if because the fear when you don't extend a guy and allow them to potentially go to restricted free agency, that's where the fear of some other team poaching him from you if they offer him a deal that is way
too
get rich.
Animosity towards like why didn't you
anything exactly
give me the contract before I even had the chance? Do you really want me?
And it doesn't sound like
you really
there's
want me
now another alpha male.
Do you really want to make me cry?
It doesn't sound like there's any reported animosity or anything like that, but that's definitely where it could seep in. The recent precedent.
I think the French connection will help.
Well, he's Polish, but
I thought he was French.
European connection,
European?
maybe.
Okay.
It's half British, half Polish, but maybe the EU influence will rub off. Santi Aldama last year for the Grizzlies is a very similar player to Sohan. He's a big man who has some guard skills or at least can play on the perimeter as a piece, moving the offense along. Also, a guy that, Sohan is. It's hard to value a guy based on defense in this league. It's hard to get that number agreed to between both parties. And if Sohan shows to be the type of impact defender that fits well with that group of 4, that core 4, there is precedent that a deal could still get done despite him going to restricted free agency. Last year,
Can we still do a deal during the season or no?
No, that was the deadline yesterday, 5 o'clock. So the next time they could do a deal is when the season ends. So
you can only do extensions during
in
the season.
Okay. Exactly. All and it's different guys, depending on your veteran, your years accrued and stuff like that, determines, because like Kevin Durant got extended before the deadline yesterday by the Rockets. As we're sitting here,
same agent as what was it? Same agent as Kawhi, or no? Or is that?
I think that's a different one.
But there's kind of being like he's getting the same Kawhi dealership. He is now sponsored by Mattress Mac.
Yeah, you're gonna see him. You're gonna see him hawking turkey legs over there in Houston. No, Aldama for the Grizzlies
Mattress Mac's
last year when the Grizzlies didn't reach an extension with him before the deadline, it was all assumed that some team was going to money whip him in restricted free agency. And then at the end of the year, the Grizzlies end up coming to terms with him for a 3-year deal at like $53 million, something like that. But it's right in that number of where we were saying Sohan probably should be. The Aldama deal was $17.5 million annually. If the Spurs end up, and also they went shorter. They went a 3-year deal instead of the 4-year. Because again, I think that just provides you a little more flexibility, and that's the key word for the Spurs right now, trying to build this roster that's going to be a contender when Steph Castle and Dylan Harper are fully in their
we're going to have that good problem.
Prime.
We're going to have that good problem that we had with Tony Parker. Was Tony Parker going to stay? But we were keeping Duncan no matter what. We were keeping Ginobili no matter what. We were keeping Bowen no matter what. You know, there was like a core, the starting 5, but like he was always the out. But then once we have those 3, how many people ran through the team? You got Stack Jack.
Oh, it's a turnstile. For sure.
What's the other European, Bellinelli?
It's what you're about to see Oklahoma City do now that because Oklahoma City is
also Golden State.
For sure, did it before. The generation before. Oklahoma City is basically where they're 5 years ahead of the Spurs. In terms, or 3.5, 4 years ahead of the Spurs in terms of how they've had to do their business. Because their hand has been forced. They had to give, obviously, SGA the no-brainer max extension. That's your Wemby no-brainer. They gave Jalen Williams, J-Dub, the max extension. That's looking like that'll end up being your Steph Castle extension. And then they give Chet the extension. And eventually, in 3-4 years from now, that'll be your Dylan Harper. Those will be your 3 guys that are on max level. And De'Aaron, at that point, it'll be interesting to see what the decisions are made 3 years down the road.
Dylan Harper's a natural point guard, right?
Yes, and we'll see how these pieces fit together. You don't really know what it looks like until you've seen a full season of.
I mean, like he played that in college, right?
For sure. Okay. And I think he can, but I think he's going to be asked to play more off of De'Aaron Fox this year. So we'll see.
He's going to be that Ginobili role where it's like they're going to do a pick and roll and kick it out to them, and he's going to either penetrate, create that easy basket, or suck in the defense.
You're not the only one making that comp. I think it was Jeff McDonald that put that out there. He was like, don't crucify me. I know it's a little crazy. But watching Dylan Harper in the preseason, I see flashes of number 20. And exactly the way the slashing,
he's just got
the
that
creating.
length. He's got his build is Ginobili-esque. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Little long arms, got the good Euro step going. But
I didn't think they were going to reach a contract extension with Sohan, so it didn't shock me.
But I also a sweetheart deal. You know?
Sure, if he was going to take something super cheap. But I also didn't think I don't think it necessarily means the writing is on the wall that this is his last year in San Antonio.
Especially if we go deep into the playoffs.
So that's my question. So
he's going to want to come back.
The fight exactly, and that also helps his value if he shows that he's contributing, doing the dirty work, the defensive side of winning basketball.
Especially when we get a ring in 2 to 3 years.
Well, look,
Putting it out there.
I don't think 2 or 3 years is crazy. I think this year is crazy. I think 2 is a little crazier than 3.
I've seen crazy.
In 3 years, that's the point with Oklahoma City. Yeah. In 3 years, they won't have the money for Caruso. They won't have the money for Lou Dort. They won't have the money for Hartenstein. They'll have the money for basically one full mid-level guy, and then all of those draft picks they have will be their depth. They're going to have to turn it over because they've got 3 guys on max contracts now.
And you got to think, some of these guys, look, I was born in Oklahoma. I've been to Oklahoma City.
Full disclosure.
I've been to Oklahoma City plenty of times. There ain't much to do there, man. These guys are going to want to go to some different cities that have a little bit better nightlife, little bit better, scenery where they don't smoke in bars.
They
still.
looked like such dorks getting their rings earlier, and I
Oh, I
know
didn't watch it.
you can't say anything because they are the champs. Like it is what it is. But yeah, I mean they
had a Chihuahua basketball
so
during
Oklahoma.
the ring celebrating game. You think they'd have they pull out the big guns during the halftime?
have Toby Keith hologram perform like anything.
Garth Brooks is
Yeah,
still on his own.
He played at Formula One this weekend. I'm sure
Yeah.
he's available.
It's a hot skip and a jump, man.
Yeah, you joking about the championship window starting to open up. A 5-0 preseason will certainly get you pretty hyped.
Yeah.
That'll make you feel good about your.
And we don't even have De'Aaron Fox.
Nope. Opening night, now officially less than 24 hours away. I ask you, what is a successful season this year?
Over 45 wins.
Over? Okay. So, and the Vegas has them at 44.5. So that's
successful.
right on the line.
Is we prove everybody we're better than what they think we are.
Even if it's just half a game,
Even if it's
according
half a
to
game.
Vegas, still
Yeah.
better than what you expect.
And I would like to go above and beyond would be getting in that top 6, so you don't have to
avoid the play-in.
avoid the play-in.
So it's funny you say that. So Don Harris, good dude Don, when Steph first moved here, her first job was at WAI TV when they were still downtown. And Don was one of the first dudes that kind of introduced us to the sports, how sports are done here in San Antonio. He asked Wemby himself, LG, I'm pretty sure I sent this one to you. It's another short one. He asked Wemby exactly what Wemby's definition of a successful season is this
Success would be, getting to the playoffs and not playing. So I guess that means 6th seed.
Say again?
That means 6th seed. Success would be.
I taught him everything I knew, man.
So I think it feels.
We can talk. I'm trying to get him on the show.
Yes, keep
Spurs or organizations being like, no, I don't know about Puma.
Keep spamming.
We like the cat.
Yeah, keep spamming Wemby's DMs. No, I think that the fact that is a very level-headed, a very reasonable, attainable goal definition of success, because I completely agree with you and Wemby. Words I never thought I'd say in my entire life. The 6th seed feels like the minimum of what success is. If you can avoid the play-in,
and get that rest.
Get the rest. Also, not have to know that you are guaranteed
home court,
a playoff series. Well, you'd be if you were the 6th seed, you'd be on the road in round 1.
Would you be?
Because you'd be playing the 3 seed.
Okay, yeah. So you'd have to be the 4 seed to get
right. Top 4 would be home first round. If the Spurs can avoid the play-in this year, that's a successful season.
Yeah.
And I know I was talking, Andy has them as the 5 seed.
So
which I don't think is unrealistic looking at the rest of the West, but I also think if you think that's just going to be the baseline of what this thing, I think there's just as good a chance they're the 5 seed as they are the 9 seed.
Yeah.
Because the West is still loaded. It's in a transitional period where teams are aging out superstars, but it's still a slog 1 through 9, 1 through 10.
I thought I took a screenshot. So ESPN had the rankings out. They had Oklahoma number 1, of course.
Hard to argue.
Yeah, number 2 was Houston. Number 3, Golden State.
ESPN's big on Golden State revival this year.
So that
full season of Jimmy Butler.
Then it runs nothing but East Coast teams before we get back there. Cavaliers, Knicks.
You mean for league-wide ranking?
Yeah, for the whole league. The Cavaliers, Knicks. Give me another one.
Oh man! Now you've shot my wheels off. Orlando's a hot pick.
They have
big.
Orlando at I think Orlando's number 5. They have Cavaliers at number 4 or number 3, so that could be there. And then when they goes back to the West, is there any other ones that I'm forgetting over in the East?
Not unless they
because
are
Boston's
banking.
Not,
yeah, Boston's out.
Indiana's
out. Unless they're banking on Embiid actually being healthy.
No, I didn't see the Sixers on there. So now we go back to the West. They had the Lakers above us. They had Minnesota above us. They had us at 10
in the whole league.
And they had the Clippers above us, and they had one more team above us. But like, they're still undershooting us. They're still like putting us at 10. They're still putting us in a playing game.
Well, that's 10 in the whole league, though.
Yeah, but there was only 3 or 4 East Coast teams
that were ahead of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just looking at the.
I think it was only 3.
Looking
Cleveland,
at the
Knicks,
NBA championship odds, just in general, Thunder number 1 by a wide margin.
Mm-hmm.
And then these are the teams in the West that are ahead of them. Thunder 1, Nuggets 2.
Oh, Nuggets, yeah. Nuggets.
Yeah, still with Jokic. Clippers 3, Rockets 4, Lakers 5, T-Wolves 6, Warriors 7, Mavs 8, Spurs 9, according to FanDuel Sportsbook. Which I don't.
Mavs?
Yeah, that's the one that jumps out. I think they have a sneaky. I'm not like Stephen A. Smith, where I think they're going to win the championship if Kyrie's leg doesn't fall off. But they have no ball handlers.
What is Kyrie? 38?
A little earlier, 30, 33, 34.
No way. He's got to be on the other side of 35.
No, he's not that old. No, he turns 30. He's 33 now. He doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't turn 34 till March.
Oh wow.
He was the one and done at Duke, and he's been in the league forever. But he's been in the league since he was 19. That's 14 seasons. But also the wear and tear there. I don't know.
So they're still having us at 8 or 9.
Yeah. Although it's interesting though, because the Mavs over-under win total is lower than the Spurs, but their championship odds are higher, which is, I think, banking in the fact that Kyrie's going to miss 2/3 of the regular season.
You know what I keep on forgetting? I don't know why. When we're thinking about Lakers, I'm just thinking about LeBron.
Oh, the fact that Luka's there too?
I'm forgetting about that little cheeseburger eating.
Man, apparently it's been
Slovakian.
I think it's been all Slovenian. I think it's been all salads this summer, which is.
He looks good, man. Oh man, he's gonna be a problem. Yeah,
he is. He's always going to be a problem. But that Lakers roster is a bunch of misfit pieces. I mean, outside of Luka, what's his name? Oh my God, I just blanked on the dude that played at OU, a Wichita State kid. Everyone wanted the Spurs to sign him. How in the hell am I blanking on?
Not the starts with the K.
No, that would be the shooting guard that we will come up with the name organically instead of having to look up frickin' Austin Reeves. I couldn't think of his name.
Oh, yeah.
But with LeBron out, it's pretty much Luka, Austin Reeves, the whatever they're getting from DeAndre Ayton, which is their only lob threat.
Yeah.
Him and Jackson Hayes for Luka. I think we've seen Luka carry teams, bad teams. Spencer Dinwiddie, Reggie Bullock teams. I still don't see them being the Lakers. I don't think are a top 4 team.
Oh no,
at all.
Absolutely not.
I think that's where you start to get to who can the Spurs pass. I think the Spurs can pass the Lakers. I think the Spurs can pass the Clippers, depending on what shakes out.
And I do believe the Spurs can pass Minnesota.
See, that's where we start to. That's where I've seen Minnesota.
You think that's the cap?
Right now, I do, yeah, because I feel way more confident. The teams I feel confident are going to finish ahead of the Spurs: Oklahoma City, Denver. Rockets, Minnesota. And then the one that's kind of like, I kind of believe in the Golden State revival. See, a full season of Jimmy Butler.
I'd put Golden State up there if Steph Curry stays healthy.
Right. Oh, yeah, of course.
And then I'd switch Minnesota and Golden State.
Yeah.
And then I think the Spurs, I mean, there was no stopping Wemby last year before we got De'Aaron Fox. And then we got De'Aaron Fox. With no practice, no offseason, no nothing, skinny Wemby just taking outside shots. And now we're looking at Wemby 2.0 Giannis style.
No, we're going to see a monster.
Yeah.
We're going to see a monster.
We saw what Giannis did in the East in 1 year jump. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, this is becoming a game.
Yeah.
So
So
then 1 year jump, he took them from not a playoff team to number 3.
to top 3 seed, yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's just one guy.
some of the media coming out of Dallas this week, they were asking Cooper Flagg about facing Wemby for the first time. And even Cooper was saying, is like, no, I've had like some of the veterans on the team, I assume it was probably Anthony Davis, were literally telling him like, no, this guy, you've never seen anything like this. Like
He's like, I think I can match up with them pretty good. And you're like, no, bud.
you've never seen, like he's going to do something
Stay in your lane, guy.
first 5 minutes that you're playing on the same court as him where you're like, how did that happen? So it's so weird
It's a wide open shot, and he's across the board, and he blocks you, and you're like, where did that come
to even
from?
hear other NBA players talk
Yeah.
about Wemby, where it's like, no, this is something completely different. You've never seen anything like this.
And see, that's where I trust NBA players and people who are like students of the game. And even though the fandom, which, you know, I found interesting, was even when you have a super fan, like an Ice Cube, who's his team? The Lakers.
Yeah.
So he asked, what's your all-time starting 5? So he put out his all-time starting 5, Magic at point.
Predictable.
I can't argue too much about that. Kobe,
Predictable.
LeBron James. He got Kobe over MJ, so you see his fandom. LeBron James. Then he's got Shaq at center, not Kareem. He's got Shaq. But at point, he put Tim Duncan.
Oh, at power forward?
Yeah.
Put Duncan?
He could have put Kareem and Shaq.
Sure.
But
Go
he
Twin
had
Towers.
so much respect for him because he actually, even though he's like, you see his fanboy a little bit in there, he's like, that dude was different, you know, because he saw it.
And that'll be a lot of visiting fans' top 5, including Wemby, when when we're 10 years down the road, because it's undeniable what you're seeing, what you see when you actually watch him go up against.
Oh yeah. And by the way, the vote pre-voting is in. Vote yes on Prop A.
Oh yeah, early voting did start. Yeah, I should say
we need that Project Marvel. We need to keep these players here happy. You know,
it's so interesting to see. Look, I think there's good arguments on both sides, and there's good people with good positions making those arguments.
they have good morals that see where they're trying to go with.
But the
it's
amount
like,
of people that are just trying to demagogue both ways, that's where it feels like it's going to be close, man.
You think? I think it's
do.
going to be a blow. I think it's going to be 65-35.
Did you see the UTSA polling that came out?
Polymarketed. What's the polymarket thing?
Oh, I wonder if, or Kalishi.
Because there was one that already came out, I saw on Facebook, is Saw's going to have to, now it's $200 million to move their facility, but they're like, that's already been in the works before Project Marvel was even discussed because it's outdated. You know, so they're trying to like implement.
Oh, the city and the county have been fighting over that. That's why they did all of that construction for the Final Four, and then they had to rip it right up the next week because they still hadn't agreed on who was going to service the water lines underneath.
Exactly,
there.
like it needed to get done. So that's going to get done no matter what, Project Marvel or not.
Yeah,
but they're trying to lump it into there.
Of course, no poly market listing yet, but give it time. Give it time. Yeah, dude, I'm just excited that it's real. Like every game this season will matter in the standings. Like it's not like the Spurs, the dreams of being. I think even last year, the idea that they were more than a play-in team, like that was the goal. Last year,
just to keep our playoff streak alive.
Right, and now we're talking about Wemby himself is saying success is 6th seed.
Yeah.
That means every single game now.
Yeah, we're going out there. We're fighting for every game. We're not going to mail it in. Just like this game, 99-97, Houston with 2 minutes left. Oh, that's a foul.
Real quick.
They didn't even call that in one.
The little kid in me is so happy to see the NBA on NBC again. I mean, this is straight.
Who's your guy? Oh,
well, I mean, this is the first
J-Dub just knocked down a 3.
NBA Finals I think a lot of us probably ever watched were NBC.
Michael Jordan's?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it NBA was on CBS 70s and 80s, and then NBC got it in the early 90s.
Believe it or
and
not,
had it until ABC took it.
Believe it or not, my dad was a big Lambeer fan, so I was
no way.
I was watching the Pistons a lot.
No way.
But yeah, the old blue collared himself.
Yeah,
But
we'll keep an eye on this because we've also got the late game too. Warriors playing in the late window,
that
so
is excellent.
we'll keep an eye on the basketball. But
Want to push it along?
let's get it.
All right, let's go on the main seggy, dude.
Well, let's do
that
some.
was-
Oh, you know what? I forgot to take down the time for Spurs notes. Oh, man, I've been
Just go
doing
back
so
and just
well.
do it.
I know. We'll go 9:05. Oh, we're right on schedule. 9:05
Yeah.
for Cal notes. Again.
Dun dun dun. Cowboys Corner coming to you live.
Oh, Cowboys
Puma.
Corner. Cowboys Corner is not terrible. I don't mind that. I don't know.
Cowboys coffin.
I mentioned Cowboys coffin kick. I mentioned I broke my rule, and so my buddy knew that Steph was flying out Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So right at noon, when the noon window was opening up, he was like, "You want to go watch the game somewhere?" I'm like, man, I've got."
So you were already sauced a little
Dude,
bit.
I've got my quad box. Yeah, no, by the time I ended up waking up at like 11:30 Sunday night,
So you
and I started the Cowboy game again so that I could watch it like all the way through with the sound, which I wish I hadn't, because when we do winners and losers, we got to talk about Tom Brady and that debacle. The biggest takeaway, obviously, is the fact that the Cowboys defense that we saw Sunday afternoon was a completely different scheme than what they've done the first 6 weeks. It was night and day. We talked about
because
it.
they had one CD Lamb back.
No. I mean the defensive scheme.
Oh, the defensive. Oh, okay.
So the Cowboys had been running 97% zone on defense. On Sunday, they ran 52%.
Oh, wow.
Zone. They did 48% man coverage in that game. It was almost a 50-50 split out of nowhere. They had been telling us all week in practice that they were practicing more man. They were going to sprinkle it in more, and I think a lot of people expected that to be, maybe a 70-30 split now.
Well, you're expecting, when you play more man, you're expecting more run through the tackles because you want your linebackers free to hit those holes.
Exactly. And you're also coinciding with running more man, they were also running more five-man fronts, more blitz packages. So just listen to some of these numbers. It literally felt like it was a different guy calling plays on the defensive side of the ball Sunday. Weeks 1 through 6.
It was Jarrah.
Jared
was
would
back
you
there.
put it
No,
past
I
him to literally just tell Eberflus, if you don't run more man coverage and blitz more, I'm firing you.
He looked like
It's
a kid
that
on the
simple.
spectrum up there cheering.
That's we can all hope to reach the ripe old age of Jerry. Weeks 1 through 6, they blitzed 22% of the time. Sunday, they blitzed 48% of the time.
All right.
That's not just a slight adjustment. That's a whole new scheme. That's a whole new game plan.
15% more. Yeah.
Cover 1 rate, weeks 1 through 6, they only ran cover 1 5% of the time. Like we were saying, it was 97% zone most of the time.
But are they scheming for I'd have to do a deep dive to see if Washington's a over the middle type thing, or are they sideline passers?
So again, like we were talking about on Thursday, ironically, Jaden Daniels has struggled more against zone coverage than he has man coverage in his short NFL career, obviously, just counting last year and the first 6 weeks of this season. I think with changes...
And you also didn't have him for most of the game.
Well, no, he only missed a quarter and a half, and by that time the game was over. He got hurt halfway through the third.
I thought he got hurt in the second.
No, that was halfway through the third, because that was when Mariota...
You watched it twice.
I've actually watched... Unfortunately, I watched it 3 times because I fell asleep that second time and watched it again Monday morning. The fact that it was such a stark difference than what it had been the first 6 weeks, but all of that being said, I don't know what you really take away from the success of those changes when Washington was missing their top 3 wide receivers. Now, granted, Jaden did get hurt, but the game at that point, the game was out of hand.
You throw a wide open, the guy fell down a wide open pick six.
The pick six for Bland.
Yeah.
Which was
the start of the downfall.
Yeah, and that was Mariota, as you had the injury
Some say
replacement
the
there.
best the backup quarterback. I think Mac Jones just took that title.
Yeah, I also think if you're labeling yourself the best of the backups, that's not.
Carson Wentz, he lost it this week.
Yeah, losing the battle against Philly. The obviously you don't apologize for a win in the NFL.
No.
Especially against a division team, division rival, and you double up their score. What was it, 44-22? It was only the second time in league history that score has ever happened. Like, this Cowboys offense is showing every week
that they can put up a 40 burger.
They're going to score 30. They might score 40.
Yeah.
And they could have scored 60 Sunday if they had stayed gas on.
Don't act like they mercy ruled them like the Chiefs and the Raiders, dude. Like
that was 31-0. The Cowboys were.
but like they mercy, like they were just calling, they were kneeling down with 3 minutes left.
The Cowboys absolutely stopped slinging it around. They decelerated that whole second half.
Just pump the brakes a little bit.
Really, it was the pick six when it was like, all right, we're done here. Yeah. Let's go vanilla. Let's not show too much.
Hand it to Javonte.
They've got their backup quarterback. Let's feed Javonte. Yeah. Let's just do winners and losers because I've got most of the notes.
CeeDee Lamb looked good.
CeeDee and Pickens, top blank wide receiver duo.
I want to say top 5.
See, I think it's solid top 3 now.
So you think they're number 3?
You can't. I think they might be 2 even. You can't convince me there's 3 better wide receiver duos.
Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Jefferson, Addison.
Is T. Higgins better than Pickens?
Yeah, I think so.
Pickens is on pace for 1,800 receiving yards
because he didn't have CeeDee Lamb there, and they had to throw it 50 times a game. Don't let the numbers fool you to be like that guy's better when he's getting the Jamar Chase. Look, Jamar Chase got thrown 25 times a game and caught 16 balls.
I think it also helps when Jamar Chase has a quarterback that targets him like that. Like a lot of Pickens' numbers is because Dak.
But then let's keep going. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith.
I give you that. I don't think they're. I think the Cowboys duo
showed out. He showed why he won a Heisman.
I think CeeDee's better than AJ, and I think the gap between Pickens and Devontae is closer than the gap between CeeDee and AJ.
My top 5.
I give you the Bengals one. I agree with that one. I was just kidding.
Bengals. The Pringles.
So is that how I say it?
Yeah, it's like I always make me think Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop. You got Jamar Chase, Higgins, AJ Brown, Devontae. Jefferson, Addison.
See, I wouldn't agree with you there because I think Pickens is
Puka,
way better than
Devontae.
Jefferson. Way better than Addison.
I'll put CeeDee and Pickens number 4, and then I go Puka, Devontae. I mean, those are like the last 3 are all switchable in me, but the top 2, no doubters, are Chase and Higgins and who would I say?
Jefferson and Addison.
Yeah.
But see, okay.
But I can switch Jefferson and Addison with AJ and Devontae.
See, I would say the top 2 are so hard for you to pick anyone else because of how great specifically Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson are.
Yeah.
I think that skews them as better duos when it's really one guy is just really, really, really damn good. The other guy's good.
But CeeDee Lamb 3 years ago was the best,
See, and that's kind of, I think that's why, by that same logic.
But he got thrown to 155 times.
I kind of think that's why I slot them in at number 3 because I didn't think Pickens was this good. And I think CeeDee Lamb is the third best wide receiver in the league.
Only reason why I don't give Pickens that I think he gives up on routes.
He will quit on it.
He is that classic diva wide receiver.
I will give him credit though. In that game against
Washington. But he does make ridiculous catches.
When you go back, I saw John Owning he puts out a thread of a bunch of the all 22 footage, and Pickens specifically. First of all, the Brevin Span Ford, the Cowboys' third tight end, he has the highest run block rating of any tight end, all tight ends in the league this year. Very small sample size because he's only in during rushing plays, basically. Yeah. So it's a giant tell. It's not a great stat, but when you were watching,
I got a stat for you later about run blocking.
When you were watching, I'm sure you do with your boy back. When you were watching some of the all 22 clips, Pickens was blocking downfield, like he was abusing Marshawn Lattimore on certain plays.
Yeah. I think he gets up for matchups.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Like, I think when Pickens,
Lattimore's the trash talker, man.
When Pickens has someone that he can target and for the physical contact, he's not afraid to do it. I mean, George Pickens was opening up run lanes.
What was
Sunday.
it, Lattimore and Evans?
But you don't see that every week.
It was Lattimore and Evans, and then who was the one? It was the old Houston Texans wide receiver.
Cortland. Cortland Finnegan, yeah.
And Cortland Finnegan and who's the receiver? Andre Johnson.
Yeah, that one. They were swinging helmets at each other at one point in time. Obviously, the biggest winner after talking about all the defensive changes, it's got to be Eberflus, because abandoning his dedication to his scheme when the personnel just doesn't match. You've seen it through 6 weeks. Let's see what it...
You know what he gets? He gets an attaboy.
That's why he's a winner. No. But hold on. Who's also on that loser?
Oh, Eberflus.
It's Eberflus, because...
let's see what happens next week.
And what took so long? You had 6 weeks.
Let's see what happens next week.
Exactly. I completely agree with you. We're not anointing him or carrying him off the field after Sunday.
He still let 32 points get off on you,
22.
22?
I think it was their best defensive performance of the season, points-wise. Other big winner, it was pretty fun to see Fox put a graphic up that showed Dak Prescott was better at something than Tom Brady. Did you catch that during the game Sunday?
No.
So the highest win percentage against your own division since the merger, since 1970, Roger Staubach, 5th, 773 win percentage. Andrew Luck, 4th, 774. Tom Brady, 3rd, at 784, and then Dak is 2nd at 791.
Who's number
one? If you think about it, it's pretty obvious who's dominated their division for the last 10 years. Multiple Super
Josh
Bowl.
Allen?
No. Patty.
Oh, Patty. Oh, we got OT.
Oh, love it. A little overtime basketball to start the year.
Yeah, Patty Mahomes.
And it's not even close. So Patrick Mahomes has an 854. He wins 85% of the games he plays against his division, and Dak is in second at 79%.
This is why I put hate on him. I hate him.
Which one? Patty or Dak?
Patty. No, the Chiefs. And then the Houston Astros, because they've won so much in cupcake divisions where they play most of their games. And it kills me because it inflates their stats, inflates their aura. And I'm like, go do that in the NFC West. Go play Seattle 2 times a year. Go play LA 2 times a year. Go play the Niners 2 times a year.
Outside of, because that was the whole narrative with Brady as well. The AFC absolutely. East, he just beats them.
But for some reason, he could never win against Miami. He was always, that was always the one.
Yeah, that was always the boogeyman.
Yeah.
But why is it time to talk about the NFC East that way? How do you explain Dak's dominance? Just the division is terrible? Because we've seen the Eagles win 2 Super Bowls out of that division in Dak's career.
The Cowboys are excellent during the regular season.
It's so frustrating.
The coin flip. This is not the thing with the Cowboys. I'm like, this is why I love all the hope y'all eating right now.
Yeah.
It kills me because
just
when it comes playoff times, We talking playoffs.
Just wait till you hear
Playoffs.
how I'm going to end these Cal notes. Elsewhere, Dak also now the 6th player in NFL history with 4 consecutive games of 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. And that sounds like a janky stat until you hear the other 5 quarterbacks that have ever done that. We're talking Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, and Seattle Seahawk Russell Wilson. So, that's pretty good company to have. There's not a lot of Brad Johnson-like fluke names that get included in that category. Elsewhere, winners.
But it also shows how we didn't see anybody pre-2000s on that list. How much the game has changed.
Probably the touchdown number is what keeps.
The
it's not the interception. Yeah,
not the interceptions. But
like how many consecutive games did like Steve Young or Troy Aikman have of 2 touchdowns?
Steve Young was he would run. He was a runner.
Sure,
so,
but
let's
still
see Joe Montana.
Yeah,
he was successful with 2 touchdowns. And
2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
And that was a success for him.
I'd like to see what. I mean, because that list would be incredibly long, I would assume. Guys that have gone at least 4 straight games with 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
That's over like 100.
That's what I'm saying. And but I'd like to see that list pre-year 2000.
Yeah.
Like, exclude all of these guys that we're talking about.
Hey, ChatGPT, get on that. There.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, get the AI overlords to try to put that list together. You mentioned, obviously, Bland with the pick 6, flashes of 2023. The name on the defensive side of the ball, though, that really stood out.
That's his 6th pick 6.
That continues. That's
career,
a mouthful.
Yeah. 666.
A guy that when the Cowboys drafted him in the 2nd round back in April, there was an immediate rush to crown him the steal of the draft outside of first round guys. Like the fact that this guy, they got him in the 2nd round, most every team had a late first round, mid first round grade on him. The
linebacker?
The edge. Donovan Ezeraku out of Boston College.
Yeah.
So he's a smaller guy who needs to learn how to work his angles, his body angles at the NFL level like he did at college. Mm-hmm. But what we've seen just over the last 2.5 games, it's starting to seemingly click for him. Mm-hmm. And some numbers back it up. So his pass rush grade, that's a hard one to say. You hear Greg Olson.
Pass rush rate.
Greg Olson always says pass rush. Pass rush.
Your pass grade.
Your pass rush grade. Ezeraku is 3rd amongst all rookie defensive ends.
Why don't they say push grade?
Yeah, or just rush grade. We know you're not rushing a run play. His 10 defensive stops are tied for 1st. His overall defensive grade, courtesy of PFF, is 1st. And this is the number that really matters for edge rushers. Of course, the sacks are great when you can get there, but you want to look at what is an actual good a good way to look at disruption, a good way to look that you're actually having an impact. Pressures. Yeah. Ezeraku has 14 pressures, tied for 2nd amongst all rookie defensive ends. So
and he's played all year. Or?
He's starting to get more snaps. So it was. You remember last week in the game, he had the highest grade of any defensive player in the game last week, and for the first time all season, played the most snaps amongst the defensive end rotation. So clearly,
and that's what killed me. Like, it's not always the sacks, because you can the guy can roll out and you just happen to be there and you catch the sack.
Yeah.
But who really affected it is the buyer pressuring on the other side. That's why Nick Bosa, he was number 1 in the league in pressures by double digits.
Yeah, and that's
before he went
huge.
out, but he had 0 sacks.
Right. And it's the same.
But but he wrecked the game, just like Micah Parsons.
It's the same argument of the casuals talking about, what's Micah doing in Green Bay? Well, actually, he has the absolute highest pressure rate of any defensive end in the league, and he finally got his sacks on the board, so to speak. Yeah. 3 of them. Actually, did you see it really was 4, but he got called for a hip drop.
Oh, yeah, the hip. That was a hip drop.
No question it was. It's just funny when they choose to start calling it. I'm not defending Micah. I'm just
talking
saying,
about when the refs choose to call, like, what's a catch, not a catch?
well,
when
more
the ball
of
hits the ground?
the hip drop happens on wide receivers every game, but when it happens to a quarterback,
Hawkinson
we
had
protect.
his beef this year.
Hawkinson was,
but that still was a
pretty
catch
hot.
by Kelsey. That still was a catch by Kelsey. You know,
Well, naturally, yeah, of course.
not Hawkinson.
No. That's different. Hawkinson doesn't have a well-known fiance. Losers, real quick. I mentioned Brady. They talked about, we talked about it last week, Shoddy versus the sun, and Brady talking about how it's his favorite picture of his career, the picture he has playing in Jerry World with the sun shining through. They showed the picture on the broadcast, and Brady did a 30 seconds to a minute talking about it. Yeah. That is exactly why Jerry does that. 1,000% why Jerry does it.
Just for the picturesque moments.
And the fact that the greatest quarterback of his generation, possibly ever, is talking about it now on a game that he's broadcasting that involves the Dallas Cowboys. It's all publicity. Yeah. It's all marketing. Elsewhere, losers. What happened to Bill Krosky Merritt?
I don't know, man. Like, they're starting to. Well, he fumbled the ball last game. He's like, I think they're looking really hard at his ball security. I see a lot of one arm.
He had 17 yards on his first 2 carries. Only had 16 yards on the next 11, and that was all they gave him. 13 carries
because they stopped playing zone. I think they made. Was it Eberflus or whatever?
Eberflus, yeah.
He was like, dude, we're going to get torched up the middle if we keep on sitting back in zone and throwing our linebackers out.
And they did
in coverage.
Bill got 8 yards on his first 2, 8 yards and 9 yards, and then on second and third down, they end up throwing the ball. So it was like Washington. If they had did you not see what Carolina did? Hell, did you not see what the Jets did with Breece Hall until he fumbled it? Speaking of,
but then
issues.
I think somebody finally, maybe the head coach finally was like, "Stop running zone. They're running it down our throats."
Yeah, There were the reports that Shoddy set in with Eberflus and the defensive coaches during the week last week. Yeah, and the way they framed it was, Shoddy was basically saying, if I was running the offense that's going up against us this week, this is how I would attack what you're planning. And so it wasn't like he was mandating they do certain things. It was more of a like,
he's getting his insight.
Exactly,
but he's the head coach.
Kind of like as the head coach.
He can mandate whatever the hell he wants to mandate.
But we've been so used to the, Mike McCarthy, I'll do the offense, Dan Quinn, you do the defense. Yeah. Or Wade Phillips, I'll do the defense, Jason Garrett, you do the offense. Like, it's kind of been a while since a Cowboys quarterback has said, I want to be involved in all of it. Or a Cowboys head coach,
Did you see that egregious non-call on the pass interference from the Cowboys?
Which one?
Which one exactly?
I mean, it happens.
Exactly. He said
it happens in every game.
It was like a 40-yard, and
every week.
It was egregious. Cowboys got some calls on that game.
How about the egregious Dak getting the helmet ripped off that they called roughing the passer? That shouldn't have been a penalty.
Oh yeah, it was like this, and
and it made it look like he ripped it off. But
I'm like, if he's moving his head down and like my arm's there trying to tackle him,
what do you think's going to happen?
I'm just going to let go of him and be like, he's starting to duck.
Exactly. What do you think's going to happen? Only other loser I had for you. Well, I think a lot of people are labeling Jaden Daniels as the sophomore slump this year's C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
But I would just go back to the fact that
he doesn't have his weapons. Neither does Stroud.
He didn't have any. Well, and Stroud doesn't have an offensive line that can keep him upright.
Or running backs that are worth a damn.
Right. Yeah, mixing out. Stroud, no weapons Sunday. But also, last year, we said it at the beginning when we were picking our over-unders for each team. Last year, the Washington was 7-1 in one-score games.
Yeah.
They made the run to the conference championship and then got the doors blown off of them.
Yeah.
Washington was a bit of a fraudulent team last year. I don't mean that in a negative way. It was
Well,
just
you always have the Cinderella team,
right, and they were
Jags, that once they-
performing way above expectations. And no team ever goes 7-1 in one-score games. That's not how the league usually
They just had
operates.
what do they call? They had all the momentum.
Okay.
Yes.
If that's what you want to play, well, then they have very little.
They were playing out of their skill depth because they believed in themselves.
They have very little of that this year. Only other loser I have for you, though, it might be addition by subtraction with Trayvon Diggs. The whole weird, he got the, it happened Friday morning, so I only talked about it on Andy. So the concussion that he suffered at his home, that no law enforcement was involved, so there was no incident like that, but there was also no hospital visit.
Yeah.
So how much of a concussion was it actually? He's not in the building so far this week.
Is he drunk and slipped out of the hot tub or
Dude,
something?
we've seen so many weird, what was the old pitcher? Derek Holland tripped on his dog on the stairs. Sammy Sosa broke his rib sneezing. I mean, all of these with a grain of salt, but it kind of feels like if Trayvon Diggs is on this Cowboys roster after the trade deadline, November 3rd.
He's not that good of a cornerback. He is he would be a great nickel. Put him in the nickel.
Even I was
so
thinking,
he can hopefully jump a route, but it's not going to kill it over the top.
Why not free safety? Why not say a ball hawking? If you want to take, if you want to,
is he heavy enough? Do you think he's physical enough?
No, but not as he wouldn't be an in the box safety if he was. If he could play, like the 1D, like a Malik Hooker, like they had been using until he got injured. But yeah, the Diggs situation only is getting weirder and weirder the longer it goes without an update. And also, they got Kalen Carson back Sunday, and they opened up the practice window for Ravel, who was their third-round pick in April. I'm going to do this for you real fast. The last thing I have, because I know how much you enjoy Cowboys fans looking ahead at the schedule. Cowboys are 3-3-1 right now. Travel to Denver next week.
Loss.
3-4-1, okay? The next 2 weeks after that, they have Monday night at home against the Cardinals.
Loss.
4-4-1, that's a win. And then they have Monday Night Football the next week in Vegas against the Raiders.
Win.
That's a win. 5-4-1 is the baseline of where this thing should be going into the matchup, the rematch with the Eagles on November 23rd.
Arizona's starting to click.
Arizona's not bad. And, okay, do you realize I heard
if they get their homeboy, actually, I don't think he's going to be back.
The Cowboys have beaten the Cardinals 3 times over the last 20 years. That's it. They're a bit of a Cowboy boogeyman. Mm-hmm. And Colt McCoy beat the Cowboys one year as playing quarterback for the Cardinals. So there's a realistic scenario where 6-3-1 is in play. We just saw Denver almost get beat by It took 33 fourth-quarter points to storm back to it, and it took a missed extra point. Our guy, one thing I'm confident of is our guy won't miss extra points.
I know which one we're going to differ on a pick next week.
6-3-1 going into that. I am fully back.
Shout out to Lonnie for doing a $2 super chat. He says he can't wait for Max Crosby. Hold your breath, sir.
Yeah, so the
Hold
reporting
your breath on that one.
The reporting on that, it was starting to float around. I think Trey Wingo is the first person that put it out.
2 firsts and a fourth.
Well, even I didn't see. There was a lot of projection of what the package would have to be, but apparently now the Raiders have already talked to Max and said, "Dude, I don't know. We have no plans to try to trade you. We're not floating you." And Crosby also hasn't requested a trade yet. Yeah. But
he got paid all that money. He's in Vegas.
And if you trade him,
probably slaying it.
It'd only be a 28 mil hit this year, 29 mil next year.
Yeah, and then you get first rounders.
I mean, I'd rather do that than Hendrickson or any of the other names. I think the Cowboys are going to do something stupid at the trade deadline. They're going to get a defensive guy.
I mean, San Fran will give him a first. I still think he's going to get Cam Jordan or out of Miami.
One of those more second-tier rental guys.
Yeah.
Now we come Thursday, we'll look ahead to that Cowboys trip to Denver. But for now,
let's go ahead and talk about the Sunday night game, baby.
Things are great in my world.
Sunday night game, baby. Oh, we got the Niners going against the hot Atlanta that just overpowered their opponent last week. Who did they beat the week before?
It was a surprise. It was the Bills.
It was the Bills.
On
overpowered.
Monday Night Football.
They just couldn't stop them. They couldn't the blitz package, and they didn't stop blitzing. But the one immobile Mac Jones and the brilliant scheme master himself, Shanahan, and the one superhuman athlete, Christian McCaffrey, brought us to victory.
It was good to see CMC have one of his old school type of performances.
We're not going to do a 1 minute there, Greg, every week. We're going to go a little deeper because what we got back was one Georgie Kittle. And I know everyone started him on their fantasy team. But you know what? George Kittle does more than just fantasy stuff. And that's what y'all got to understand. Is with George Kittle, he
does Little Caesars commercials.
With Kittle on the field, 28 carries, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1.4 yards before contact per carry. That means they don't get touched for 1.5 yards.
Yeah, he's such a stud in the run.
With Kittle off the field, 6 carries, 12 yards, negative 2.1 yards per contact.
Quite a difference between those sets of numbers.
That is the Kittle effect. And then you have, which I think he is in the running for MVP because there's not a standalone quarterback out there. Baker got shown up this week. Dak, I just don't think they're going to have the record.
It'd be difficult.
Yeah,
it's going to be difficult.
because you have to have a really winning record. Josh Allen isn't being the superhuman. I heard the hands down MVP is Patrick Mahomes right now. No, he sucked the first 4 games.
I bet he's still.
I bet he is too.
Vegas favorite.
I bet he is too. But CMC has already gotten Christian McCaffrey so many records he has broken. McCaffrey's 100+ yards rushing, 70 yards receiving yards, 7th time in his career, breaking Hall of Fame Marshall Faulk and Priest Holmes for most in NFL history.
Damn.
7 games with 100+ and 70+. He is number 3 in receptions. And that includes the wide receivers. He's only behind Puka and Jamar Chase. Just let this sink in. Just let this sink in a little bit.
It's a nice scheme to play in if you're a running back, yeah.
So he also has his stats are ridiculous right now. There was a couple more, but let's go ahead and talk about the man himself.
So hold it real quick on the MVP odds. According to Vegas, Jackson Smith and Jigba still has higher MVP odds than Christian McCaffrey.
Man, he is a beast.
And the number, that's
ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
The top 12 odds are all quarterbacks. The first running back you get is actually Jonathan Taylor with the Colts. And
Christian McCaffrey's not even ahead of Jonathan Taylor.
Even Daniel Jones, Jonathan Taylor, that feels.
Is it just
pretty.
rushing touchdowns? Because Christian McCaffrey's had a touchdown every single game.
I just don't think
it's just receiving.
They're just never going to give it to anybody but a quarterback from here on out, unless a dude rushes for 2,500 yards or something stupid.
He's tied Roger Craig for starting off 7 games. Hall of Famer Roger Craig for Niners for 7 straight games with 100+ yards from scrimmage. And he's going to break it next week. It's just no-brainer. He's almost up to 200 touches on the ball. He ran up the middle so much this time because we had Kittle. It was ridiculous. There was so many, I could go on and on about it. But we lost one Fred Warner. He was there at the game. But we had one Kyle Shanahan give one of the greatest, in my opinion. I wish there was a mic in this room because I think this would have been an all-time great, like not pregame, but practicing in the week pep talk. I turned on Fred's first game in 2018, and I showed all his clips from the game, and it wasn't what you think. He had no dreads. He was wearing number 48. He had no swag. Did not look totally like Fred Warner. And it was right after I showed them their tape against Tampa, and I go, guys, I'd be dead wrong if I just said this is the same guy that I showed the Tampa game against. Fred's first game against Minnesota. I'm probably going to going with you guys over Fred. Now, would that have been a mistake? We all know Fred's going to be a Hall of Famer, how good he is, but you guys should know how good you guys can be, too.
All of that is great, but no one else on that roster is Fred Warner. Like I hear the motivational tactic, but also
the guy who took over his job, Boothane, I gotta remember his name, but like Boothane or something like that. 19 yards allowed on passing. He had 10 plus tackles, counting. He led the team in tackles. He did a hell of a job. And we were gang tackling like the old Niners. It was ridiculous. Like, good job, Robert Saleh. I think we're going to lose him next year. Someone's going to try to hire him as a head coach.
I think it's too quick of a turnaround.
The Jets is just a dead job. It's like going to Cleveland.
Yeah, it doesn't help. Well, even Stefanski won Coach of the Year with the Browns a couple years ago when he actually got them to decency.
But speaking of old Fred Warner and Kittle, if you can cue up the tape there, LG. You gotta love some Kittle, man. This guy, he does the WWE. You had CM Punk there just to watch Kittle on the sidelines. And this is what he says on post game.
He is the aura farming king. I will say that. How about Fred Warner being shown on the scoreboard, and we almost had to go on a silent count because we couldn't hear a play call? How selfish of Fred Warner. Goodness gracious. No, I'm going to give one.
Cut it there.
That's good. That's a good bit. That's a good bit.
The aura farming king.
Also, if you're on offense, don't put your guy on the big screen when you know the crowd's going to explode. Like,
do it on defense.
Yeah, exactly. He's a defensive player. Get your defense high.
They put him on big screen a couple times. But
Kittle is the perfect example of a guy that I despise because he is on a team that hates my team.
Yeah.
Like Kittle wearing the F Dallas shirt would be so awesome if it was an F Philly shirt and he was a Dallas Cowboy. Like he is the exact kind of guy.
He's like,
when he's on your team,
you love him.
You love him. When you're playing against him, that's one bad MFer that's going
You're
to
like, I hate that guy.
And guess what? He's
like the Draymond Green where we're just like,
that's 1,000.
I hate Draymond.
Very much so. And also, it's not
the Bruce Bowens.
It's not lost on me that you reference CM Punk. That's what Kittle is. Kittle is a heel wrestler who thrives on that kind of fueled by hatred amongst every other fan base. There's no question he's a run grader. Helping y'all's.
We held them to 10 points. We didn't let Bijan go off. Lenore, he got a horrible PI call that was just he locked down Drake London. It was an overall like if we had Pearsall, Ayuk, Purdy, we would have won that game 35-10. It was ridiculous how efficient we were on defense and how efficient. The one interception Mac Jones had was one Juwan Jennings, who's been crying for the ball, catches it, tosses it up in the air.
How'd that go?
I'm just like, oh my God.
Not good for your case. So despite with all of the injuries, the Niners having the most money that's on the injured list, injured reserve, not coming back this year right now, and it doesn't look like any team's probably going to catch them. You're
number 2 in the
division, leading the division. All of the teams that are 5-2 it's the weird moment where all the 5-2 teams are behind a team that only has 4 wins.
Yeah.
Because the Packers tie technically is more valuable than the 2 losses.
They
so
get like 12% more.
Right.
'Cause it's a tie.
So the Niners 5-2 sit atop the division, but it's a division that includes 2 other 5-2 teams right now.
And we've won against both
Both
those
of
teams.
them. And also
at their house. So when we play them again, it's at our house.
And is it the
Seattle and LA. Well, even though LA SoFi is Levi's South.
But it's either the Rams or I think it's the Seahawks that don't. Their 2 losses are in the division, right? The Seahawks' 2 losses are to you and the Rams.
Yeah.
So they've got 5 wins against the AFC.
Yeah.
And the 2 losses within the division.
Sam Darnold looks. God, man, some of those throws last night.
Yeah,
just right in the pocket.
Minnesota is looking.
Jackson Smith and you just got to just do this.
Minnesota's looking worse and worse for that decision to move on from Sam Darnold. I ask you though, is it still? I mean, you're feeling obviously it's still y'all's division.
Oh yeah, it's our division.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like I mean, you're telling me we're not gonna we're gonna go to Arizona. Whoop-de-doo. You know, we're going to have, but that's towards the end of the year. And I think that's after our bye. So we're going to be rested up. And then we're going to play the other 2 at home. And we're going to be more healthy. Mustafa coming back as our safety. Huge impact. That killed their run. That killed their run game. It's one of the reasons why we let Hufanga go. Because we just could not pay him that big contract.
Sounds like you're ordering food at a Puerto Rican restaurant.
Oh, man. Delicious.
Yeah. Like the old Keenan Big Papi skit on SNL.
All right. I'll stop talking Niners, you little crybabies, just because you hate us because you ain't us.
Do you know who leads the league right now in points margin and points differential?
I would maybe say, I don't know, man.
It's the only team that still only has, well, I guess Packers only have 1 loss because they have the stupid tie.
Yeah.
It's the Colts.
The Colts? Oh, yeah.
They are so far and away. They have their
Indiana
point.
Jones, man.
Their
blockbuster hits.
Their point differential is like 30 points ahead of the next closest team, which is the Chiefs, because they've been racking up blowouts over the last couple of weeks.
Anybody who picked Jonathan Taylor in the 2nd round is going to win some fantasy leagues. Like, that one's going to kill me. And shout out
that's me.
Yeah.
Hey, that's me.
That wasn't you.
That's
Zev.
me,
that
damn
was
it.
Zev.
That is me, Zev.
Shout out to James, our $5 super chat, complaining about fantasy teams. Yes, there was a lot to complain about, man. McLaurin.
Oh, no.
James
is I got James for you because that's actually that's a Formula One.
Oh, that's Formula. Oh,
yeah,
McLaurin. Not McLaurin.
Not Scary Terry. McLaren, the manufacturer, they had a bad weekend over in Austin in the Formula One race.
I was like, this is America.
So these are the teams.
We don't drive those funny cars. We drive them NASCAR.
We don't turn multiple directions.
We made a sport out of bootlegging.
We don't hire engineers from NASA to come work for our pit crew.
That F1 movie, I learned a lot about Formula One.
It's pretty sick, dude.
Oh, it was sick.
So the reason I lead with the Colts like that, because I am officially.
You're on the bandwagon?
Not on the bandwagon, but.
Not a disbeliever.
They are in the contenders category now.
Yeah, they got to be.
And the only reason, it's not just the eye test. Here are the gap between the top teams, which is where I look at the NFL Super Bowl odds every week. And that's how I'm looking at who Vegas is calling contenders.
Yeah.
So Chiefs, Lions, Bills, Packers, Eagles are all under plus 1,000.
Okay.
In terms of odds. Rams and Colts are both at like plus 1,200 or plus 1,300, depending on where you get it. But then the gap to the next closest team is all the way up to plus 2,000. So
I love the no respect on the Niners.
Oh, yeah. No, y'all
keep giving us.
Y'all
even though
are.
We had power ranking. We were number 2 in power ranking.
Y'all are plus 2,200 right now. So you're not even that next team.
I love it.
So we got to mention, we got to
still
put the Colts.
Rams ahead of us, even though we whooped their. We were talking about one of the most injury riddled time at the. We didn't have half our starters. and we beat them in their house. Handedly. Not just, it was a squeaker. We handedly beat them.
Does anyone, I mean.
God, man. Y'all
Vegas really does like the Rams.
They love Matthew Stafford because they did that with the Lions all the time.
Well, Jared Verse is having a great. The defensive line's been causing trouble. They haven't had nearly as many.
They got a good defense.
Not nearly as many injuries as. I think the injuries is what Vegas is looking at in terms of y'all's odds. Like,
but we're getting healthy.
Yeah, well, certain
guys.
guys.
Ayuk's about 2 weeks. We're looking at week 10.
Certain guys won't be healthy till training camp next year. Well, let's start with the Rams. We'll burn through these.
You cause doom and gloom on you right now. You gonna stick the knife in and twist it.
35-7.
Fred Warner can come back at the Super Bowl.
Really?
Yeah. They said it is absolutely possible for him to have a 4-month turnaround.
If that's possible, then I would think it's probably likely he would play in a conference championship game too. And
did you know
push
Jerry
that.
Rice came back from
I'm
ACL,
done. No, I don't give a
and
damn
played in the
about
Super
Jerry
Bowl?
Rice. I don't give a damn. Jerry Rice was incredibly
2 months,
overrated
in 2 months.
because he was a system receiver. He was terrible.
I'm walking off the show. Dude.
Please, that's how I can get you. Do I believe that? No, but it'll get you to shut up about Jerry Rice. Your division rival Rams destroyed the Jags in Vegas. That was one of the games we picked. One of the games I picked the Rams. You picked the Jazz.
Oh, God.
That was
me waking up going. Yeah.
That was your only loss on the week, though. You went 4 out of 5. It's
They finally gave it to Travis Hunter, which I was happy. I was like, because I have in my IDP slot, and he gave me a 20 burger. Didn't win, but I was like, at least my D-bag move of the year.
Yeah, still gave you something out of it.
Like finally showing fruit,
showing signs that it might have some value. Chiefs, we mentioned, destroyed the Raiders 31-0. Nothing to take away from that game. Chiefs are starting to seemingly get, and they did get Rashee Rice back. So
surprise, what happened? He put up 20 points.
The next Jerry Rice is back in the lineup for the Chiefs. Eagles 28, Vikings 22. Huh?
Leave that man's name out your mouth.
I said Eagles 28.
Leave that man's name out your mouth.
The Eagles with the wide receiver duo you probably think's better than Rice and Stokes with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. They put 28 on the. I can't keep doing it. Vikings, I think.
Is JJ Wentz was good, but we all know why. Wentz is a backup now.
Yeah.
He was horrible that game.
Again, all I can think about, if you're a Vikings fan and you're seeing what Darnold's doing in Seattle, you've seen J.J. McCarthy not be on the field majority of the games this season, and even when he was, you didn't like what you saw.
And then you saw
now
Flacco
you see Carson Wentz
cook up over there in Cincinnati.
Against Pittsburgh. Yeah, there's a bunch of random Vikings fans here in town because of the Red McCombs previous ownership of the Vikings.
They're wasting Justin Jefferson's prime years.
Big time. Colts, dude. The Colts aren't just beating teams. They're demolishing them. 38-24 over the Chargers. Are we sure the Chargers are good? I think that's the takeaway for me.
They're horrible at D. Like they're injury riddled. They even made that trade last week to try to plug some holes. Herbert's that good, but what are you doing when you're getting chased out the pocket every time and you got to extend the plays? You don't have your two starting running backs with Omari and Hampton and Najee Harris. So you're sitting there you have Money Vidal out there, which I wish he put up a little fantasy points, but he's more of a third down back.
Yeah, that can't be your exclusive option.
But that's why the Colts are so good. They have a strong running game with a very competent passer and good tall receivers with a stellar tight end. Yeah. What does that sound like?
Tyler Warren is a absolute stud.
What does that sound like? That sounds like the Niners.
I think Warren might be the second best tight end in the league right now behind Kelsey.
He's number 1 in fantasy points.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's number 1 in fantasy points.
I can't even troll you with getting a reaction on that. That's crazy. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me because it's a big part of the Daniel Jones revival.
I'm surprised he can see straight with those cross eyes, but
Yeah, he's got Joey Gallo eyes. I think still the Colts are way more of a contender than first appeared. I will agree with that, but I also still think the Chargers might be the more fraudulent team here. Like I think it's more likely the Chargers are fraudulently good than the Colts being a fraudulent contender.
they lost Joey Bosa, and he's actually showing that he's doing good over in Buffalo, and he still has those pressures, still can get the sacks. Didn't they have Khalil Mack at one time?
Yeah.
And then they gave him away, or did he get hurt? I think he got hurt.
Entered witness protection program.
Yeah. Shout out to James Gang. James Gang, the hottest team in Sports Cave fantasy football. I don't know, man. I'm getting my legs underneath me with CD Lamb back, James.
Yeah, Mac's still there, but witness protection program.
Yeah.
The elsewhere in the contenders, Packers played with their food, but they end up beating the Cardinals 27-23.
Yeah.
Micah getting the 3 sacks, should have been 4 if not for the hip tackle.
Is Jordan Love
And the Packers are your number 1 seed in the NFC right now.
Is Jordan Love really that good?
That feels like a Colin Cowherd segment, just waiting to be.
Really?
What I got wrong. Jordan Love, not that good.
Not that
not
good.
really good. Not really. I don't know. I think it's
Josh Jacobs. I still put Josh Jacobs as one top 5 running back for me.
second in the league in
he's
touchdowns
5,
right now, Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, I put him at 4 or 5.
Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, then Javonte Williams. That's your top 3 rushing touchdowns for the league. Right? I know it's ridiculous.
It kills me because I drafted him for every year that he was in Denver,
and now
I avoided him like the plague this year.
As you should have.
I avoided him I saw him so many times, and I'm like, hell no.
He wasn't even guaranteed to be the starter the week of game 1. I mean, I don't think you're
4
crazy.
in a row, James. All right, you are on a hot streak.
I don't think you're
you
crazy.
You got some momentum.
Lions beat the Bucks 24-9 last night on Monday Night Football. The game was really not even.
I almost need to rewatch it because it was the early game and I was still doing stuff.
So that's what I wanted to ask you.
Everything I'm reading is the Bucks got hosed. They got Kansas City Chiefs ref job.
Yeah, I think that's just again.
But I read it from multiple sources, and it's not like I got a Tampa Bay algorithm on my phone.
Yeah,
Baker Mayfield's from
watching the whole game.
OU.
Watching the whole game last night. I mean, maybe I was just watching it through my Dan Campbell bias, but I didn't walk away from that game thinking if the Bucks should have won if not for the officials. I mean, they still had
poor Mike
plenty
Evans
of opportunity.
Comes back from
Miami. That was rough.
That 1,000-yard broken clavicle. I was wondering what was because he wasn't moving. I thought it
was bad. Which again, it's season-ending bad, but that looked.
I think he broke the clavicle on the front part of his chest because he landed thing instead of breaking the clavicle up
other. No, because it's collarbone is what they're saying. That's exactly
that's
where
that one hurts.
But I ask you this. How'd you feel about the 9 p.m. Monday Night Football, the true doubleheader?
I'm a late.
I loved it.
Dude,
I loved it. I saw so many people bitching about why am I having to stay up till?
Because they got 9 to 5ers.
Yeah, that's fair too.
I sleep until 11.
Yeah, I still work that normal schedule. We just rotate it a little bit. We just roll it.
Shout out to the West Coast people. And yes, Lonnie, I do love California. Not as much as Texas, but
that's where I thought if every Monday you told me we're gonna do a 6 p.m. kickoff that involves an East Coast team, we're gonna do a 9 p.m. kickoff that involves a West Coast team, I would be absolutely for that every week, all season long.
But the majority of people, if they're looking for eyes, there's just not that. The East Coast is still, 2/3 of the country.
Oh, I guarantee the second half of that game last night did half as much as the second half of the early game.
And plus, it was
ratings-wise
becoming a blowout.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the Texans couldn't put up much of a fight. Let's burn through the rest of the schedule here. were in here last Thursday night when the Bengals ended up coming back, beating the Steelers 33-31. If Joe Flacco can just keep them afloat until Burrow gets back, the Bengals are the last interesting team on the bubble in the AFC, something we've talked about already.
If they sneak in, when's Burrow supposed to come back? 12 to 14
I think
weeks?
first week of December, I believe, something like that.
Week 14?
Yeah.
I think that's what they were saying.
If you just look at the standings right now, so the Jaguars are the last team in the AFC. They're 4-3, but the Chiefs are the first team out. They're 4-3. So you would expect the Chiefs to flip places with either the Jags or the Chargers, who are the 6 and 7 seed. But we just talked about the Chargers potentially being fraudulent. How much faith do you actually have?
OKC squeaked it on double overtime.
Oh, very nice. How much faith do you have in the Jaguars?
None.
The Bengals might be the team. I think the Chiefs jump the Chargers and the Jags.
Yeah.
If Flacco can just keep targeting Chase like that,
25 times, I'll take it.
yeah, I'm not ready to.
You'll take it too in the league.
1,000%. A guy whose MVP odds completely skyrocketed. He's top. He's the 4th best odds for MVP right now.
Who?
Drake May.
Oh, yeah.
Pats beat the Titans 31-13.
He broke Tom Brady's efficiency record for for Patriots.
Yeah, it's pretty good when you can get into that.
Only two missed passes, and it wasn't just like 12 passes.
No. It was
20,
and it was
passes.
downfield throws too. Broncos 33 points in the fourth quarter.
This one had me in my feels. I'm gonna give you. I'm sure like some people have probably seen this, but I'm gonna give you this. They put Denarius Thomas, who passed away way too young at 33.
Yeah, I saw that.
In the Broncos Ring of Honor. Rest in peace, King. That was one of the most historic comebacks in NFL history. They were down by 19 points going into the fourth quarter. It was 0. They had 0 points. They did not score for the first 3 quarters. So Denarius Thomas passed away at age 33, inducted in the Ring of Honor. They scored 33 points in the fourth quarter. They had 2 8-point drives, a nod to his number 88.
Oh, don't tell me you're going full QAnon numerology.
Defense recorded 33 solo tackles. Started the game-winning drive with 33 seconds left. You're telling me that, like, I don't really believe in afterlife and stuff like that.
Yes.
It seemed like that man was there, dude. And his family was there.
His family was there, and the unveiling of their whatever they call their Ring of Honor up there. It was. I also tell you, if the Giants didn't have an idiot kicker, as Peyton Manning would say, that game would have gone to overtime because the Giants scored that touchdown with less than a minute left, and then the doink 32 instead of 33, and Broncos end up winning with the long field goal.
Yeah.
Mentioned Seahawks and Texans last night. Texans are that next team after the Bengals in the AFC that I think those are the only 2 teams, because outside of that, you drop all the way down to your Browns and Dolphins and Raiders and that level of hopelessness. So Texans still have time, but that offense looks absolutely terrible.
Now, speaking of the Houston Texans, I saw this and it piqued my interest. We were talking about the coaching trees of like the Kyle Shanahan coaching tree, a Belichick coaching tree. Get this coaching tree, the 2006 Houston Texans. You had head coach Gary Kubiak.
Oh, Kubiak. Oh, okay.
And then you had D'Amico Ryans as a player.
Yeah.
You had Robert Saleh as a defensive, not coordinator, but
coach. Okay.
Anthony Weaver, I don't know. I think he's a coach somewhere or a defensive coordinator. But Mike McDaniel and Kyle Shanahan. You had all of them on the 2006 Houston Texans.
Damn.
That's a coaching tree right there.
Yeah, Anthony Weaver, defensive coordinator for the Dolphins.
Yeah, I mean, why do you put that on there?
Well, because at least
he's
is
got
a
a job.
D. Yeah, he is a D.
Not for long.
That's going to be full clean
How
house.
does Mike McDaniel still have a job?
Probably because the Dolphins are just too cheap to fire a guy in season.
He's got the look.
Let one
He's
more
just got the look.
let one more year of buyout run off that deal. We'll finish it out here. Fringe game. Bears. The Bears are right in the NFC playoff race now. That Eagles victory really that Cowboys victory really jump-started their season. The Bears are 4-2 now. They beat the Saints 26-14, and they are the first team out of the playoffs right now in the NFC.
Which one? Oh, the Bears?
The Bears are.
So I heard the scoring of the Bears. They've scored over 30 points a game.
It's that what's his name? The new head coach, the former offensive coordinator from the Lions. Good Lord, I'm blanking on his name.
Yeah. So Caleb Williams is throwing
Ben Johnson. That's right.
DJ Swift.
DeAndre Swift.
DeAndre Swift. He's running hard. You got the new kid. It starts with an M. I'm not even going to try to get his name. It's like Masataki or something.
Oh, yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about, though, yeah.
But it looks like Dunze is actually coming to be a first-round pick like they did. And Caleb Williams, let's see if he keeps it up,
Yeah, I mean, the more time he gets with Ben Johnson.
Defense is for real.
Yeah, the more time Caleb gets with Ben Johnson, I think you're going to see the closer version of what they expected when they drafted him 1 overall. I mean, having a quarterback whisperer as a head coach certainly goes a long way, I think, to helping some of those younger quarterbacks' development cycles. I got Cows and Fringe since they are now. The Cowboys are ahead of Washington now in the playoff standings.
The Cows aren't an ass? Are you sure?
No, we're official. The Cows are the 9 seed. Oh no, 10 seed. 10 seed in the NFC. But if you're at
Fringe,
you're at 500, you are not in the ass column. The only ass games we had were Browns and Dolphins, where
I don't even know who won that.
31-6 Browns.
Oh, there.
And then the ultimate ass, because it includes the Jets. 13-6 Panthers over Jets, and it gave us LG. Do you have this clip of this poor Jets fan? This kid has no idea the next 20 years of pain, or actually he understands it perfectly, and he's already setting himself up. Have you seen this clip yet?
No.
Okay, all right, roll this.
See them and get your thoughts on the game.
I hate this team. I was born into this, and I'm not gonna ever. I'm always a Jets fan, but I hate this team.
Like, he just watched.
I hate this team.
He just watched a game where 19 total points were scored, and his team lost 13-6 to the Panthers. Has a lifetime of pain and futility ahead of him.
That was almost as good. I didn't save the clip, but they asked all the UK people or the Irish people, why do you pick this day? He's like, well, I'm a Liverpool fan, so I love the misery,
the pain.
Yeah. He's like, and all the weird answers.
Yeah, I mean,
that they got.
If you're a Jets fan, I don't even know who to comp that to in terms of English soccer. Someone that probably had to go through bankruptcy. It's like Portsmouth, someone that used to be in the Premier League or Blackpool or someone like that who's been relegated for 20 years.
So let's get our bets. Who won? Who won what?
So we both went 4-5. We both picked Dallas. We both picked San Francisco. We both picked the Panthers.
You didn't pick San Francisco. Damn
it. Yeah. And then I got the Rams. You got the Jags. You got the Lions. And I had the Bucks. So
you had the Bucks.
We both go 4-5. Overall records now 13-12, which is funny because when you think about it in terms of what is profitable, like if we had actually been hint, hint, wink, wink, putting any kind of units of currency on these games,
some Bitcoins,
we're floating right around 500, which is usually where your profit. I'm a little over 50.
I found LG's Bitcoin.
I'm 13 of 20. We picked 25 total games, and I've gotten 13 right. You've gotten 12. So we're right on that line of what would be.
We made our money back.
50. Exactly.
We made our money back.
Exactly. So we've been good so far.
All right, man. Lightning round?
Hit it.
All right. Hit me. Let's go see what ChatGPT had for us on the picks today. This always gives me a little chuckle. So ChatGPT had Steelers for the win. Was that I forgot?
That was they got that wrong. We're gonna keep track of how many they get wrong.
Rams Jag win. Patriots Titans win. Bears Saints win. Browns Dolphins win. Panthers Jets win. Eagles Vikings win. Chiefs Raiders win. Broncos Giants win. Chargers Colts loss. That's 2. Cowboys Commanders win. Packers Cardinals win. Niners win. Lions win. Seahawks win.
That's a pretty good week. 15 games.
I don't want to start. I don't want to start putting my money on you, ChatGPT.
AI went 13-2.
Daddy needs new clothes, man.
Yeah,
Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
It does make me wonder where some nerd out there has got
their
to be.
algorithm in it.
Yeah,
Dude. Like there's like
1000%.
what was it like the DraftKings thing? There's only the top. There's only like 2% of people, and it's these MIT people that create algorithms so they know the wind, direction, put all these variables into it. And then they sit there and pop out like 18 teams that are like your DraftKings pick'em teams for the week.
Yeah, I mean, with results like that, it's hard to. I mean,
I'm not encouraging this.
We went 4 out of 5 with our own human-powered intuition, so there is still hope for the human race. Hit me, LG. That super chat that James shot out earlier. So he mentioning when so we were talking winners and losers about the Cowboy game, but another overall loser from the weekend was definitely McLaren over in Austin. Their guys wrecked into each other in the sprint race, and one of the Lando Norris's tires just rolling down the hill as cars are trying to dodge it. So they're in a championship race, the two drivers from McLaren. So they're fighting each other for the world championship while Max Verstappen is also trying to get in ahead of both of them. Yeah. So because McLaren fought with each other all weekend and didn't have a real good strategy, didn't have any kind of team performance, Verstappen ends up taking the win and looks
it's like the F1. It's like the F1 movie. Like
they did
not play as a team.
The WDC is the World Drivers' Championship, and Verstappen looks like it might be able to put up a fight against those McLaren boys. But I hear Garth Brooks was good too. So
there you go.
A little Okie love.
Hit me, LG. Down in old Southern Plantation, South Carolina. LG, if you could put up that church sign for me.
Oh no, I don't.
You got to give it an A for creativity. Crystal Methodist Church. Adultery is a sin. You can't have your Kate, Kate, and Edith, Edith, too.
Okay. Churches doing the bits with their.
And it's Crystal Methodist Church.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, I think you might be getting ball sacked.
I might be getting ball sacked.
You might be getting memeified.
I will get teabagged because I cracked my ball sack off on this one.
Churches that do bits with the.
There was a church here, because there's 18 on my road. Someone was doing a bit, and they were doing bits, and they stopped.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably not what the good Lord intended for you to do. It's right up there with when a police department does a TikTok dance trend.
Oh God!
It's I need y'all to protect and serve, not
stay in your lane.
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Stay in your lane.
Let's not put out memeified content in the name of our holy Lord and Savior. Hit me, LG. We're gonna save college football talk for Thursday.
Okay.
So we can focus a little closer on college football because I don't want to squeeze it in tonight. But I do got to mention one of my heroes from college football childhood, the old muscle hamster, Doug Martin, passes away at 36 years old, and the details are.
I'm waiting to see that police tape.
So.
Did you see it?
Not yet. No.
Oh.
Unless if it's come out, I've missed it.
I haven't
So
seen
it was a attempted home robbery. They end up, police stop it, arrest him, get him in detainment.
I'm wondering how bad of a robbery was. It just like a random home, or is it somewhere he was like, my stuff's there, I'm going in and taking it?
So if it was like an OJ deal where it's like, that's my memorabilia, I'm going to get it back. So the family, I was reading one article where his family was saying they had been trying to get him some help over the last few months because they could tell he was.
CTE.
His name was the Muscle Hamster, and he ran
He's
harder
running like
than
Scattaboo, dude.
1,000%.
Like Scattaboo. If you shake your head like you have CTE every time, they're not going to check you.
That was one of those. That was one of those headlines that when I read it, I feel like we had literally just talked about him on a couple episodes ago because we were talking about the Muscle Hamster nickname.
Yeah, one of the best nicknames ever.
But when you see a dude, I'm 39.
Yeah.
He was only 36, and I think about some of those Boise State teams that he was dominant on and how much I loved him. I think that was the Kellen Moore years too.
Yeah,
as quarterback.
What was it? 6 of his 7 years in Tampa, and he was a fan favorite, man. Rest in peace, King.
Yeah, send the Martin family a ham.
I really hope there wasn't any foul play on that one. Hit me, LG. Go ahead and put up for us anime nerds out there, which I'm not really one.
I was about to say, are you claiming to be an anime nerd? That's news to me.
Not really, but this was one of my favorite. Dragon Ball Z's Goku's Japanese voice actor honored with Japan's National Merit Award, which was started in 1988 or 86, where they get a siphon every year, and it's 3.5 million yen annually for the rest of your life. And if you're wondering what that breaks down to,
I am. That's exactly what I was looking.
I know that's what you're wondering. Take a guess. Don't look it up. Take a guess.
I'm not. I stopped what I was doing. My first guess is if you're putting any kind of currency in the millions, it probably means it's closer to the 100,000. So 3.5. I'll just do easy math. 3.5 down to $350,000.
$350,000 a year.
Yeah, American. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, American. It would be like that. I'm going off American dollars.
Yeah, if 3.5 million yen. Give me final guess. 350,000. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of money though, just to give a random award recipient.
So do not extend it out.
Is it 35,000? Is it even
23,000?
Oh, okay, all right.
23,000. But if you look on it, it's a female.
I think that's probably
so. If you ever watched the Goku, the Dragon Ball Z, when they become Super Saiyans,
we need that, LG.
What?
Yeah, save that for perpetuity. That's gonna absolutely. That's gonna have to be the last thing you put in the lightning round. Hit me one more time, LG, and we'll get out of here. Let's end with this. We've been doing this a little more often, and when one of these sports clips on this day pops up, most of them are like so-and-so hit a home run in a playoff game, or so-and-so rushed for, like we had the Devin Hester, he had a punt return in college and a punt return in the NFL on the same day.
Yeah.
Obviously separate years, or that would have been even crazier news. This one is, I think, the first time I realized how much of a legend this former NFL running back was, and at this time feels like this was the launching point for the career that became, I'm just here so I won't get fined. On this day, we got the greatness that was Cal running back Marshawn Lynch in 2006.
This is the Saints.
Ghost riding the cart, celebrating after a Cal victory. You have that, LG? This is where we first got incredibly dangerous.
He's one of the people I follow on Twitter. Like,
As
I don't
you
follow
should.
anybody,
I mean, he's almost running over random.
He almost is like 5 people. I remember this so much.
And it's just like the fact that no one obviously stepped in. And like it was.
He's a photographer now.
The birth of an absolute legend right there. I feel like that was the moment where we all kind of got the first glimpse of what Marshawn Lynch, what kind of character he was going to be in our collective sports lives.
I forgot who he said it to, or Shaq or something, or LeBron. He's like, yeah, I'm becoming a photographer because I wanted to take a picture of all the booties in the world.
Yeah, again, that kind of checks out. That doesn't surprise me one bit. On that note,
next week I'll get to our fantasy football wrap up.
Yeah, Thursday we'll do fantasy football recap. We'll do college football talk, of course, preview the football weekend ahead. Also, I should say again, remember, I'll be back with Andy Thursday afternoon, 4 to 7 over on Ticket 760 before we get back in the room Thursday night to do another episode of the pod here. Cap, how can the people get a hold of you?
The Captain's Chair 210, Twitter and IG. Be sure to hit IG to see the clips that I put time and effort in.
Yeah, and I will vouch for the quality of the clips. There's usually at least one of them that gets me every time. If you want to reach out to me, find it on X at Biggest Puma, Instagram biggest.puma. LG, when's the next stream? Friday stream. Am I crazy or am I not hearing outro music?
No,
is it playing?
No, it's not playing.
Well, you hit the table so damn hard earlier.
I didn't hit anything.
I can't hear anything in my left ear. Now it's my right ear that I can't hear. I hope outro music is playing.
We have a wish list on Amazon if you want to buy some new mics and stuff.
Enjoy, yes, or a 93 Honda Civic. Enjoy the basketball tonight. Enjoy Spurs opening night tomorrow night.
Go Spurs, go!
We'll recap it all, as Gina would say, come Thursday. Y'all be good. Peace.
Peace.
Kids, what do we say about drugs?
Only